That is the correct pronunciation, but again, into Spectator definitely leveled up. We're getting into it, see some good ghillie gear now, and PHAPPER already off to a good start. Scissors try to fight their way out, first off the table.
Already being able to force the burst out of Scissors, trying to use that spin in order to catch PHAPPER, not going to be able to as PHAPPER come back into the aggression, back down though as PRC is going to keep him in the corner.
Nice Nagiha, sets up the bird into the ward, gets the throw, now you got the corner locked. PHAPPER escapes with that DP, Volcanic and Viper, but the counter at 6 stage certainly going to cost him your Scissors taking that round.
Just secure it with the OD there, make sure they can't read. As now Scissors is going to be up around, definitely was able to control the corner a lot, and he's able to beat that in there. Wonder how PHAPPER's going to try to project against that. Coming out, OD on Conjuring, super strong, and continue to be. As PHAPPER, got to find a way out of these corners.
It's quite brutal, and he backs up, went for the air tag. I love Scissors for that. I love doing that play. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Fighters. What? PHAPPER fights their way back in, setting up the pressure. PRC, big anti-air, yeets him into the corner. Now it is pressure central.
PRC yet again, and just goes for a simple 2K2D. Alright, we already got the first game.
Certainly a good way to start. Certainly a good way to start. Scissors on top. Nasty Anji. Again, probably one of my favorites to watch. And yeah, head back into it. I think they're going to be fairly confident. Like, they've been calling out amazing plays. They even went for a tech chase on the wall. Yeah, they're on it today. They're on it.
Yeah, that was crazy when Scissors decided to back off of the wall break just to grab him after the RRC. I was like, man, he's really trying to play with his food right now. I see it. I see it.
There's no other way to describe it, man. No other way to describe it. Certainly on top. Certainly just playing like they're the ones that just visualize winning. There's nothing else going on in their head right now. And into the next one. They have a side swap here. One option for the left, one option for the right. PHAPPER now on the right. Gonna get caught by the butterfly, and just like that, Scissors on the offense.
On the offense yet again, keeping PHAPPER once again in the corner. And this is what we said. There we go. Able to find a way out and attack and then keep it going. Able to get a low confirm there. RRC block the burst. There we go. Nice bait. And we're getting the wall break.
Ooh, sending you through. Solid chunky damage. Del. Scissors not giving up yet. Has 2 bars to work with, so they are at a bit of a positive right now. Good pickup. Trojan overhead for a knockdown, gets the 2s, but burst off the table. PHAPPER keeping it big, gets in, mistimed the wild throw! And Scissors can take that round, capitalizing off of a bad misplay.
That's the thing, you can't really make too many actions in this game on any character. You, that's to be your moment for your opponent to be able to pick up on it and just go full non-stop forward. As now, PHAPPER is being able to break open, but now Zukii just instantly getting there.
Firefly approaches the 5k, but no follow-up there. Oh, come on. Spread out that parry, really want to do that. PHAPPER now swap the sides on the offense. Big force slash, but burst off the table. Perfectly timed. And Scissors in a winning scenario. This won't kill, but one more interaction will certainly do it.
PRC try to get out of the way of the fish, but it's not happening. Scissors going to be able to take that second game.
Now with Scissors only needing one more. Certainly looking like again, I can't stop calling it, right? Solid competitor. Pretty confident in general. And, oh wait, is it bugged? It says Scissors is on the left and PHAPPER is also on the left. Now it says there's 2 Anjis. Stride, what is going on?
Yeah, I don't think they're both playing Anji. Last time I checked, there was a soul on at least one of those sides. So, okay, looks like we're fine now. Just swap sides a little bit. Oh, I love that tag though. Wonder of You. JoJo's reference.
Duel 1.
Christ. I am not that educated in JoJo. I do love JoJo, but I've still really check out part 6 and onwards. So sounds hype. Oh, good chase.
Yeah,
Big butterfly.
It's extremely complicated, but it's still a good read, just like we see Scissors to be able to read their opponent a second time too, not going to be able to DP out of that butterfly situation.
Ooh. Big whiff button to the throw, has 2 bars a meter. Pretty dominant scenario. Unfortunately missed the 5D, but ain't gonna matter. Gets him with the 2S and the PRC. Could have been on purpose to bait PHAPPER in that scenario, but who knows. Scissors on set point here. He's only need 1 more to go.
1 more round. Scissors trying to secure it, maybe just rolling into projectiles, able to get a high after trying to go in, gets the throw, gets some Oki, maybe the butterfly not being able to, but hey, Fusion to be able to break open those defenses and secure that counter after the butterfly.
Yeah, detect the throw. Oh! Wait, PRC, that's gonna live the punish, but the burst off the table gets the close slash. PHAPPER has completely flipped the scenario, and now they're the unoffensive, but the burst off the table, tries it again, PRC baits the fish, but it is plus, so we're still back in a nasty situation where you gotta guess against this 50-50 Demon.
PHAPPER's gonna be guessing correctly there. We got the corner. What's gonna do the mix here? PRC, try to find your opening yet again. They're not blocking low, they're blocking low now. Nice, gets the throw, just needs a little more.
That's gonna do it, good chase out. And here we are, 1 more to go for Scissors. Still in that situation. PHAPPER try to turn the tides a bit. After a good start, gets a nice counter and this gonna deal some chunky damage.
Ooh, and securing that wall break there too could be very good for PHAPPER to keep themselves alive in this set. Already watching out for the Fusion to be able to start an RRC combo and force the burst from Scissors, which means Scissors does not have that chance to get out of that combo.
Boy, nice low slash 2S dagger, went for the spin. Good tech on the throw. I do like it when Anji's do that, represent spin into throw. It's a good way to open up your opponent when they're not expecting it, but PHAPPER with a nice anti-air confirm. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's it, that's a kill. Nice well throw. PRC confirms it, gets the kill, and that's them. They're off to the start, getting their first game.
Absolutely beautiful there, coming out from PHAPPER as they're going to be able to secure their life, as it's going to be 2-1 right now. They're not going to be taken out just yet by Scissors, and now they're going to be trying to go for that reverse sweep.
Why? Yeah. It could potentially happen. So Badguy is one of those like tide turners where you're not expecting it. But who knows, man? Who knows? Hey Wires, how you doing, my man? Scottish fella in the chat. Love it. Oh god. Oh, big DP right at you.
We haven't really seen PHAPPER do many of those DPs, but whenever they do, it's always able to quite literally be the reversal for these situations. And because they're using them so sparingly, I feel like that's why the Scissors are not really expecting them to come out.
Why? Here we go. This is actually very nice. Scissors not gonna get the kill. That could have got the kill again, but they're not sacrificing the meter on these hits. I know they need 1 more. Not gonna get it, even though it's with DP. The Chipp kill. Certainly gotta do it. You can imagine Scissors kind of like kicking themselves a little bit. Like, I don't want to be making these mistakes later if I'm continuing on.
That loop was funny. I was just thinking, if this mix doesn't work, I'm gonna do it again. That's the beauty of the mix. Sometimes you just do the same thing over and over, and it works.
Why? Oh, nice, beautiful side swap combo here from PHAPPER. Low slash, stagger, stagger, stagger. Welcome to Stagger City. The location. Yeah. One more to go.
Watch out for the BRC with an RRC. A little bit of a reflect. Gotta watch out for Fujins too. Are they gonna do the same low mixing again?
Oh hey, nice iframes. Gotta respect it. Nice the fish, not the fish, sorry, the butterfly into the bird, baits the DP, but then you got bait burst. There it is. What a bait from Scissors. And that's gonna allow her to take her first game in Paragon Ladder. Certainly gonna be doing bits.
Marvelo Tokan, we already know what's coming out next year. The Marvel game fighting souls. Gotta plug it every time. You already know, bro.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That game is gas. I mean, who knows? Give it time. Oh, nice. chase with the 2D, and just that Zukii does have the corner. Now Marvelo is facing Jackal, bit of a harder character to really understand what she wants to do in neutral. But on the positive, you're playing Chipp, so it's all about trying to maneuver around the minions at least once, and you should be in. And with Chipp's great movement options, it should certainly happen a ton.
Absolutely, especially after the high mix is already starting off, and the tightrope is on point. He's going to be able to break that wall. Don't get any tension, but of course we got positive. Just gotta watch out for some of these minions. Catches the J2K, and now we're pincered, and we're just blocking for that tap dust to come in.
Now Zukii actually looked like a pretty solid competitor. Not a player I've ever caught before in the Paragon. So looking forward to see how they do, considering that they've already taken the round off Marvelo. But Marvelo, bit of a player, does need a bit of leeway, a wee bit of room to get that adaptation in. But certainly looking pretty solid. He's only need one more interaction, knock out Zukii here. Gonna get it with the cross up, but no meter to confirm the kill.
But we still got that tightrope, and there we go, going to secure a perfect. That's the thing with the Chipp matchup versus Jacko. You gotta get in as soon as possible and make sure these minions aren't set up. If they are, there's just a lot more mess on the screen. It's gonna be a harder time to get in. Chipp's definitely favorite plane to get in. They still got some air movement. You saw that Alpha Blade in there. We see the high mix.
See it, it's clean, it's immaculate even. Now Marvelo, with the hard knockdown, should be able to run some good 50-50s, but opts for the jump and keeps it safe with the low. Good chase on the burst, and Marvelo gonna be taking his first game, looking just like an absolute monster on offense. Certainly, when he turns the tides, those tides have been turned. No other way to put it.
He definitely turned the tides after the first round. You know, just got a bit of a download on how Zukii wanted to play. Okay, I think I can handle this. I think I got this. You know, that's what we saw coming out from Marvelo Kokon. So let's see how it continues.
Duel 1.
Here we go. Marvelo already up 1. Potentially could go up 2, but not gonna be easy. We did see how Zukii played in the first round. Pretty dominant neutral. After she got a hold of neutral, it was just pretty dominant in there with the minions. But they need to try and get that set up again. There we go. We've got one. Certainly putting in the work. Oh, but what denial from Marvelo. Not allowing them to approach that minion.
Trying to do the command grab, but still getting jabbed out of it. Marvelo needs to find another way in, and yeah, the minion pincer is starting. He gotta throw another minion on the screen, but Beta Blade comes in to save the day. Try to go in with the tightrope. J2K trying to convince from above, but still, minions are too strong. Beta Blade coming in clutch, and now the tightrope is too. We found our opening, but can we get an ender to go to the wall after this strobe? Yeah, no, we are.
Ah, good cash there. Yeah, Marvelo, well, a monster. Looking like an absolute monster on that chip. But here we go, good 2D. Zukii absolutely checking the shins. They do have that minion to play with, but what a run up 5H from Marvelo, and just like that, you're able to take so much space. And Zukii with a very nice smash out, been able to deny that and set up some corner pressure for YRC. You gotta call out, you gotta be ready.
Absolutely. Again, trying to set up the tightrope, at least saying to Zukii, I might tightrope, I might not. Well, it's gone now. They're just going to be stuck in the corner as the minions are just flying in, bursting out, trying to come in for the tightrope. PRC not going to stop you because you just jump again to another J2K. Go with the tightrope again. We've got the corner secured on Zukii, and we're trying to get it off of Wake Up 2, but they're still blocking.
Oh, Oy, good bait, but not close enough for a punish. And Marvelo needs one more opportunity. The same with Zukii. 2K2D goes for the right side. Gifts with the cross up, and just like that, Marvelo is up 2-0. And Zukii now in a situation where they're going to be having to sit there, think to themselves, ponder a little bit. What can I do differently? How can I deny his momentum and set up my minions?
That was really good at the end there, of course, using just immediately getting off the tightrope to secure that ultimate cross-up with the JS, as Marvelo really likes to do. So that might be a way they try to cross up out of the corner now, or as we see a lot, Zukii really crossing them up with these minions and please performing pitches. So that might be another thing to try to utilize a little bit more. Zukii already strong in this neutral, getting the minions set up as Marvelo's stuck in the air trying to find an answer. There we go.
Nice. Rope combo. Does Burst get represented? Yes, it does. Again, when it comes to utilizing burst, you've got to use it before the wall break. Using it after wall break against a character like Chipp is just a horrible play that leads to your demise. And just let Marvelo cashing out here, does have the meter, could get the kill with the super, definitely use it to sunset roll guns for the kill.
Definitely going to be securing it with their OD. I mean, what else were you going to be securing that with? We're going for performance style points here, and already one more round to go for Marvelo to take this dub, and already Zukii is trying to go for full 100 yards with those minions, but got beta braid out, and now we're just doing mix-up after mix-up to try to send us to the other side of the world here, and it's working!
Got the clones and everything. Marvelo, in a winning scenario, chases his way in, goes for the backup, keeping it cool. Wow, what a punish on that 2K approach. My guy is 2 on it, and Marvelo's going to be winning with a clean 3-0. Zukii with an amazing start, got flipped around, and Marvelo just steamrolled it from there.
Absolutely. Plasma beam assist, and how I really need it back in the game. That's all I would talk about. Just doing plasma beam.
I would find it funny if your dad was able to like understand all that. Go like,
no.
I clocked that. Has he got foot dive? Aye. Has he got foot dive?
You're not understanding a single lick of what I'm saying. It just entertained me.
Oh, what is it? Yeah, not a funny story to tell about that actually. I understand we have a set here. We got Celestial and Pluto. Celestial again, nasty happy chaos. Didn't clock the name. Do remember it. Already off to a good start against the Sin. Certainly something you've got to do well into his HC, Sin versus HC, because the momentum can shift in a matter of seconds, simply because of DP and the amount of damage Sin does. But yeah, it's already looking pretty good for Celestial, as they're just sort of running it, playing a solid neutral game, and then converting off of anything they can land.
Absolutely. Of course, using those gunshots too, before we just go PlutoJr away from them, but it looks like it's not happening this time, as we're going to be able to secure a wall break with a hard knockdown there too. Gonna be broken out of the throw, and already the gunshots are sent flying, sniping Pluto out of the air. They're still able to get in low and try to secure, maybe put on something else. No, it's gonna be the YRC, but it doesn't even matter.
Oh. Good shot, focus shot, and goes for the big thing, realizing he's got again, gets the 2K. Celestial, not enough to kill, but opts for a reset. I ain't seen that reset since the good old days of 2022. Oh my god. There we go, gonna get the kill. Celestial on point, and again, old plays, man. Old plays with these resets and that. And what is it? When it comes to like the older folk in like fighting games, I don't really have a ton of stories besides the fact that me and my dad, we grew up playing a ton of Street Fighter 2 together, right? And essentially I was showing him Evil Moment 37 for the first time. I'm like, check this out, man, check this out. And he didn't like the newer ones, he thought they were dead weird. And he was watching, he goes like, oh, that's dead cool, that Justin Wongfella's good. And I'm all like, nah, that's the other one. He's getting parried. Oh man. That's a good day, man. I remember that. A very nice day. But heading into it, Celestial up 1-0, looking very confident.
Already feeling pretty well, and Celestial just going to be keeping up that momentum, juggling it in, but coming out. Stomp 2 going to be going around the world. PlutoJr literally just has to keep getting things right in front of Celestial's face, as we can see those there to be able to stop the gunshot anyways.
Oh, that's still fairly difficult. Going for the PRC to try and get under. Holding a bit of that ground now. They do have the curse, they do have a good bit of stamina in terms of that focus, but they got worried about the bullets. Able to get the reload opportunity. Resources are kinda solid right now. Nothing is lacking, so Celestial should be able to get the kill off some nice neutral plays, and they certainly do it. Bait the DP, get the kill.
That was unfortunate too. That Hawk Baker, just gets back dash, not to be able to go for the full 9 with that. But that's fine. We just move on to the next shot. Don't even think about the previous one. We just got to do better, as we're already being with the boot stomp. Going to be able to step back out. Else month, another one with the 8-8 RRC, but it's going to be strong for it.
Ooh, very nice, and the super as well to boot. Should be able to cash out. Solid damage, nothing too nutty, as PlutoJr does have that burst available to them. Will they be able to represent it though? Celestial on the bait, good DP to escape, and just like that, PlutoJr on the offense gets a clean close slash connection. should be able to take him to the wall. Is this a kill?
This might be, especially with going for the RTL. Yeah, that's silly.
Now, Tyrant Rave is the opti, but Ride Lightning, quite consistent in those high to reach areas. So you know what? I like it. I like representing that.
Always a very good damage OD to secure the wall breaker, at least secure a lot of damage for Sin, but things here might not be coming out anytime soon, especially as a lot of these Celestials could be keeping you back and shooting you over and over with all the bullets they got.
Oh, good low connection. Baits the no! Did make a clean read, unfortunately didn't burst it, and now Celestial needs to work hard for another interaction again. And PlutoJr is the one in the offense. Good PRC, go under. I like that. Using the meter, not to do anything unique, not to go for an area read, just to play calm, walk under, take the ground, and get the kill. Big fan of that play.
Very good there. Coming out from Celestial, going to be already leading in the 2-0. PlutoJr, they've been doing well in both of these games, but they still got to find that tipping edge in order to keep these games in their advantage and secure some of these round wins. They're getting in with the Hoof Stomps, they're getting in with the Hellcons, but they're not able to keep Celestial in a bad position for long.
Boy, okay, heading into it, Celestial. One more to go. Could knock him out, but who knows? Burst is available, and so far nobody's really taking any major damage in. 10 seconds in, and those health bars are still looking plenty full. Celestial getting a good cash out.
Celestial trying to make sure that they're going to be not full for long, especially with a lot of these shots, able to connect, secure that wall break, send PlutoJr flying, as we've already got almost 3 bullets, but we're not watching for those elk hunts. Send you right back to where you came from with that Tyrant Wave. Tyrant there.
You know, I've noticed he says Tyrant Barrel if you don't do the follow-up, but he says Rave when he does the follow-up. So that's how yeah, no, genuinely whip it, and then you'll hear him say Barrel, right? And if he lands it, he says Rave. That's nice. Nice, good connection. Celestial should be able to. No wall in play, no meter, no nothing. Has to play for another interaction. But could get the chip out, could get the shots in. Certainly puts in the work now. Celestial, one more to go to knock out PlutoJr.
One more, and already starting off strong. Gonna continue to juggle PlutoJr, send you to the corner, not gonna be able to get out of that situation. A literal opposite situation from that first round. We already have now half health off of PlutoJr in those first 10 seconds.
Oh, what a throw. And that full pickup or not, this should be able to deal a large amount, nothing too many of course, it's not going to kill. Good guts crush though. And now you only really need one more interaction. Plays for the Goomba Stomp into the low, that'll do it. Celestial taking a game, going to be adding 1 to that score. Continuing on with the HC.
Nice job coming out there from
25.
It is a Bridget with a 2025, you're correct.
Not a character you get to see often, folks. Keep in mind, Bridget, one of the more represented characters in terms of tournaments due to the lack of strength that she has when it comes to the current meta. So excited to see Galanos. Haven't seen the player before, but I'm absolutely excited to see what they're able to perform with the Bridget. But Red Dawn back on the screen. We didn't get to see them earlier, but we're getting to see them now.
Of course, coming out from the University of North Florida, those Jacksonville players go crazy over there, if you know. And Red Dawn knows they're going to be OD out of existence, as Galanos is already going to be able to secure a perfect for their first round, and already off this movement. We're trying to see some low profiles from them. It's not like he's just getting sniped.
Oh, the minion messed up his 5H! I'm calling him minion, minion, that's mini Faust, that's the son, that's the boy. A good pick up here with the mix. Should be able to get an item scenario, and it is a hammer. So that does allow for some bit more guaranteed pressure, but they do need to try and gain an opportunity yet again. But Galanos, long quick normals, able to turn the tides.
So Luca able to get another good low profile, sending the banana, gotta block that super as they're trying to make it again. Rollerblading though into a command grab, gonna be Galanos as they're tried to get that good mid, but again you gotta watch out for the crawl from Faust. Oh, nice neutral burst though.
Well, yeah, that should certainly do some good damage. Of course, not going to count. On the positive, you do have that bonus, and now you just need planes to Faust one more time for a clean interaction. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. What do they call that one? What do the Bridget players call that piece of tech?
I'm gonna call that the Roger Slam. That's what I'm calling that one. That's my name.
Christ. Correct. I'm a fan of it. Whatever it was, I don't know what it's called. Maybe call it the loop or something like that. I'm gonna have to ask the Bridget mates. They surely have a funny name, but that was actually fairly interesting. They go down with the rollout. Roger brings them back up, and then they go back down, kind of like what was it? You know, like those graphs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I won't remember the name. Won't remember the name of me. But heading back into it, Galanos looking pretty solid throughout one.
I'm getting a little counter with the extra forcing the burst straight off from Galanos, throwing in the 100-ton. Gonna be nice knockdown for Red Dawn. You know, trying to take advantage of the banana. Ooh, trying to grab, but got countered for it.
Nice. Picking up. Oh, right side. 6H represents the scaffold, but nothing of it. And that bomb is in place, so if Galanos takes enough space, they don't need to worry about it. And there we go. They don't need to care as they take the corner. Gets a good confirm off the 2K. We're back on the pressure loop. Hold the wall break. Galanos doing pretty good. Needs one more interaction yet again. A clean one, to be specific, to get the kill.
Red Dawn really doesn't want to give him that interaction though, especially when he falls to try to clutch up it here, secure the corner, gets the DP reversal, gets a guard crush, needs one more good hit in order to secure this round. So just rushing in, RC goes back, goes forth, just trying to shimmy best they can. Can we find this hit?
Oh, I don't know. Banana. Ooh, banana. Oh! Gets him perfectly. What a play from Galanos. I felt that. That was like the gorilla like instincts of like, I need to. Banana. Good play from Galanos.
Coach a little too low. I think we read over banana. I'm pretty sure there's banana much stuck on the yo-yo. But you know, that's fine. We're still gonna use it.
Oh. What? That is tricky. I quite like that. That is so tricky. Galanos showing that tech that Bridget did gain. Not a lot of people experiment with due to the lack of strength that she had, but my god, what a play there from Galanos as it puts them up 2-0. One more to go to knock out a point from Red Dawn, get a point for themselves. My god, it's exciting to watch Bridget, isn't it?
It is just the amount of just true mix she can do. You literally seeing like some of the endings on some of those rounds. She's literally warping back and forth in front of Red Dawn's eyes. You cannot really keep a good track on where Galanos is going to go next. It just makes it exciting. We're not just doing loop-the-loops. We're doing whole mathematical furies.
We're doing the loop-de-loop and pull, and our shoes are looking cool. That's a throwback for the SpongeBob heads. Oh. First off the table, Galanos setting up the yo-yo, able to approach and rolling out. Certainly goes for the overheads, staggering away some good pressure. The PRC get right back in. Oh, just staggering with the meter and yo-yo reset.
Alright, going to be able to secure that wall break. That was a nice half dust. Immediately backdashing from the PRC. Not going to be saving themselves for long. Gotta watch out for that afro. So able to secure the Roger Mike though. Again, needs one more good hit. And that's our good hit.
Is it just me here? It's like the bad to the bone ref every time I see that super?
Every time you see Roger on that fight.
Yeah, every time. Oh, what a pick up here. Should be sending for the wall. That's the place for my head every time. But Galanos, again, set point, running the offense, trying to get back in, but good stoppage with that aerial normal into the mix. But they are in a dire state. No more burst, and that is a farm here for Galanos. They beat, but the bomb! What?
Doesn't even care.
Like that. Galanos takes a pretty shame. I've already done most of that. But heading into getting into it. We do have a bit of matching colours. We've got the Conjuring versus Sundance. A bit of a horror show in terms of this matchup. A good DP escape, and you know, Slayer. Slayer hates anybody with a DP, so you're going to see a lot of caution mixed with a ton of brutality.
Gotta be watching out for that tiny barrel, bro. Already playing Conjuring in a rough spot. Is already Sundance just gonna be catching their opening. Baker got the corner set. YRC is gonna be hitting, but we just backdash that 2H without letting that catch us.
Oh, nice. Beautiful 2K check. The shins just like that. Sundance gonna be taking the first round. And yeah, something you've got to really think about if you're Conjuring in this matchup is DP, right? It's your biggest weakness. It's very easy to call out as pressure. As you're seeing here, as soon as you go for any form of dandy step play, it can be called out with an immaculate DP, so you're going to be seeing a lot of awkward plays like left-right shenanigans, and that's going to allow Conjuring to get some good damage and bring it back. Oh!
Literally caught the BRC by just teleporting behind them and just punching them like that. Absolutely insane.
Teleports behind you, nothing personal, kid. Little bunker. Oh, no cash out, just like that. Gets out of the map on, should be able to get some solid damage. But of course, not enough to kill, but I feel like if they got that earlier combo, certainly would have. Oi. Oi. Okay, bit of a scramble, but Conjuring gonna be taking that first match off of the pile bunkers and those damaging counter hits.
Oh, absolutely. Already gonna be putting Conjuring on the board with their first game. That was a bit brutal there against that Sin.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to how Sundance is gonna respond, right? They won the first round off of some pretty nasty DPs, right? That was definitely the deciding factor. So do you think they come into this going like, maybe if I like chill my DPs and go for some more like side swap okay, never mind. They had a completely different answer compared to the one I was theorizing. That's Millia.
Yeah, you know, if the ground doesn't work, how about we just live in the air? That's literally what Sundance is saying right now. And already, you know, Millia having the advantage, not to be able to break that defense. There we go, actually catches him with JH. But gotta watch out for that 2H coming out from Conjuring.
Playing a solid game, gonna get a good cash out. Cancelled the dandy step quite like that. I live for the map punch. But what a backdash like play. Oh, the map punch into the RC. It's time to die, Sundance. Conjuring takes the first round. Already looking pretty solid on the character. So violent.
So very brutal against Sundance there, but Sundance, you know, they're not trying to take that to their head too badly. They're trying to get back in, but you gotta watch out for these teleport catches after the 2H, and another one too, gonna be catching you off guard, but you're still trying to get in there. Gotta watch out for the YRC though.
Boy, oh, good cross up here from Sundance. And that should get some solid damage. They could go for a wall break, but opts for a reset. I quite like that reset city. And now they're opting for another one. Left, right, into the good night. Gets that pick up. Sundance. Looking like an absolute mixed monster there. Bringing it back.
Absolutely. They were able to get their first opening there. And it looks like once they get their opening starting, and it's not going to be stopping for long, as we're already seeing them putting Conjuring in the corner. But again, watch that 2H, because if you don't, it's going to be hitting you like a truck. PRC into an air throw, already trying to come from up top with IRC.
Nice big close slash. Another good pickup. Goes for same side. Stagger 2S. Just like that, they've got an OP scenario. Going for right side. The double overhead for the pickup. A Sundance character swap. Certainly prevailing as they're tying it 1-1. So you're probably coming into this with the mentality of like, Millia's doing bits, but I just need not get hit.
Quite literally, Millia is one of those characters that she can mix you like crazy. She can get so much OP, especially with her pair discs. But the thing is, once you swat out the fly, that's a fly. It's swatted. Her health is basically nothing, especially against something like a Slayer. So if we get a good hit or two in, we're going to be able to mix her until death. It's just a matter of catching that fly in the first place that we got to see Conjuring do.
It's got you curious, isn't it? It's got you curious how the set is going to turn out in the end, but who knows? Conjuring is still pretty nasty, so Sundance definitely going to be still cautious with their mix-ups. And I just love the fact that they're so committed to just go for it, not worrying too much about getting caught. Well aware, all they gotta do is catch them and hold the momentum. Goes for same side and they go slash over and well defended. Oh, the 6K from Uptown. You don't expect it. You never expect it. And with the perfect Sundance, take the lead.
Very strong from Sundance. Already able to take the lead, trying to go for the advantage in the set. Keeps finding strong openings with the Rose or the far poke into Conjuring, trying to jump again every time, just barely avoiding Conjuring as we're already setting up the corner with the hair.
Nice. Go slash jumps in. Pressure offense gets the connection because the Capel has to try and change it up and gets a defensive play to make the disc punish. And just like that, Millia could potentially beat Slayer in this matchup. One more to go. 2-1 for Sundance.
2-1 right now, and now it's up to Conjuring to really figure out what are we going to do against Sundance, because they're not even giving Conjuring a chance to, try to swat the fly. They're immediately just rushing in, trying to mix, coming in from the air, using the roses, trying to be cautious with some far pokes. It's hard for Conjuring to move around with somebody who's just dancing in their heads.
Now, I've got a question. Another character swap. Okay, conjuring a plot here. Picking the Unika, even changing the theme, go for this godly choir thing. No words, man. No words, but who knows, maybe the Unika will do bits, as they do have a DP, so we've kind of swapped that about, didn't we?
Yes, we have, and honestly, Unika, at least from what I played against her, is very good for healing. Rush down mix-up, hopefully careful. She can shoot from afar, she can just snipe you out of the air, whatever she chooses. But already Sundance is just rushing in and usually catching Conjuring lacking. Tries to mix it up, jump it in, but it's another one, and we're keeping it going.
Left, right. Gets in overhead, clean pickup right side, hold the pressure overhead yet again. And I believe that should do it. Sundance on set point here as they only need one more round to take a point.
Oh! One more, already getting shot straight in the face and getting stun dippered on. You're stuck in the corner. What are you going to do? Just gotta keep blocking to make sure. Ooh, not watching those overheads.
Why, that aerial normal was absolute killer. Dash through the gun dipper ain't gonna do bits, but the DP certainly will. Good connection, gets in and playing it safe. Gun dipper has the knockdown, shooting away. Only one more interaction to play with the air normals, just brings you down here for that clean grounded normal. Conjuring looking like they may be able to turn the tides with this Unika.
Absolutely. Starting to show more signs of life again against this Millia, but already Sundance going to be aggressing armor. Gaps to find their high, getting able to secure their air base, being able to get the combo up, send in the windmill as he's going to be shredding Conjuring to pieces. One last burst. You don't got any more bursts after that unless you're be able to win. So you gotta stay safe here. Gotta be shooting this gnat out of the sky.
Oh, PRC. Playing the poke game yet again. But the far slash is gonna do it. Sundance knocking out Conjuring. Well, not knocking them out. Taking a point, going up. I need to remember. Open lather. Every day. All day. One of his bros, absolutely support him. But into Sheepzy and Luca. Kai versus Jacko. Jesus, that took a moment. I'm like, what's her name again? I'm about to say Dizzy. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's Kai's missus.
Wrong girl, bro. Wrong girl. It's fine. It's fine. We got there.
Right. Okay. Burst. we're heading at it, and Luca does already have the corner, but in terms of that meter advantage, kinda down right now, and that's let Sheepzy find their way out, get their turn started, and that is 2 minions, allowing for the stagger offense. Oh my god, coast to coast block string into the top 5C. Yeah, I love to see it. Oh!
Nice, able to dash their way out of the corner, but Sheepzy doesn't even care. They're just going to send in another minion, go for the pincer, going to be putting you back in the corner, and breaking that wall.
Patience, looking for an opportunity to get in, the minions in play. Certainly, he get a kill with a stray minion hit. The JD gonna get punished, and because it was a HDP with the stun state applied, Luca gets a combo, but wasn't ready for the optimization, so they got play into neutral for one more interaction to try and get the kill.
Absolutely, both of them on literally a hair of health, but hey, just kick over the minion and just bash Kai's head in. That's all you need to do.
Go, my son. Play neutral. Oh, the 2H. Luca with an aggressive offensive play. Give me the cash out, solid damage. What a chase out.
So but immediately on neutral, really just sending the Suns in again to get them in there. Cannot watch out for the fireball super. Better be shocked, but that's not fine. That's not fine, actually.
Big whiffs. Fireball into 2D RC. Should be able to get some decent damage here for Sheepzy, but they're still in quite the deficit. So if they want to win this, they gotta play solo on point after this knockdown. YRC to escape. Luca with the shimmy play. My god, that was very nice.
Yeah, beautiful backdash there in order to get out of the grab range for Sheepzy. They're going to keep themselves alive. Doing away with making sure they can catch if they go too far. But hey, we're just going straight in, already forcing first. Make sure these minions cannot breathe.
Oh, nice. Good GD with the approach. Stagger like normal's going one. And here, this should be a solid pickup. Luca with the combo. Leads the hard knockdown. They've still got the corner. It's actually very nice with that 2-bar deficit. Playing safe though, gets the connection, should be able to kill. Luca is up 1-0. The Kai going quite the threat.
Absolutely. Always being able to make their way back in against Sheepzy, either finding lows or of course going to be able to just flip from up top. It felt like especially that last round wasn't really able for Sheepzy to get out of a bad situation. It was just over and over beatdowns from Luca.
And heading back into Luca with that 1-0 lead. Looking confident, looking strong. It's gonna make you wonder what's gonna be changing into the next one. And Sheepzy already taking the corner. Already looking pretty solid for the Jacko Nation. Gets another throw. The minion is in place, so the OTG damage is big. With a landed throw with the top 5 key, gonna cash out with the super. The skin feel a ton because it was essentially bonded to super, but not enough to kill. The guts kicking in for Kiske here.
Sheepzy still gotta find an answer, and yep, sending the Suns in. That's absolutely what you gotta do. Send in one, gets hit, send in another, volleys for a hit.
Oh! Minions, the Skull Dipper, not gonna go punished, but still pretty good for Sheepzy. Oh no, it's not! The trade killing the minion, and now you're stuck in the corner. Luca has such a dominating scenario. The Sheepzy just need to kind of guess with a clean jump out, not gonna be able to do so. And this is a kill scenario, but no meter in the bag. Can't do it. So need one more hit.
Sheepzy gotta find a way in, getting chipped a little bit. Ooh, getting caught, trying to fall back down on the stun ripper. Luca trying to continue to keep Sheepzy out as already getting a throw on neutral and getting that corner.
Good block. Again, really good blocks from Luca, and then try to cash out with a fireball. Catching out the retreating plays that we've been seeing from Sheepzy. But what a 5k check on the shins. Should be able to get a solid pickup here, but it's all about trying to put in the stun state so they can keep the corner here. It's gone though. Oh.
The minion come back in and make an opening. Gets a throw, that's fine.
Mercy. Low slash. Staggers. 2H. Wild assault with the pickup. With the other one. I think you get the wall. Oh no! There was a bit of junk there and they've gone with the back routing, so they have to play for another interaction. This could cost them, and I think it does. Sheepzy with a kill, puts them in the coffin, and that should do it. Eesh, ties 1-1.
Yep, going to be doing that as Sheepzy, you know, able to catch that just DP out of nowhere. Going to be able to make sure it did not go unpunished, as now Sheepzy, you know, they both honestly have been having a really close set back and forth. Sheepzy's adapting to Luca, Luca is adapting to Sheepzy, so it's just a matter of, you know, it's going to be a back and forth. I'd imagine it might go to a game 5. You know, I'm going to put my coin in the box there, but let's just see how it goes.
Potentially something to note. Scary opponent number 18 has joined, being SQ. Right, so you got SQ in the bracket. I also do see that the bossman McLamsey has joined up, and I do also see Asta. So yeah, quite the numerous players definitely joining up.
But still, though, Luca is going to be able to secure RRC off of the stun dipper. This might be, is going to be able to break that wall. Not going to be able to kill, though. Got very close. Just needs one more good poke.
Nice, with the super. Should be able to deal a lot here. Tanya for the wall. No, actually, no, I'm stupid. I thought they'd be close enough. They are not. I apologize for my misread. But Luca takes that round. Very nice.
Already off the first hit, forcing Sheepzy to lose their burst as they're getting just moved up on with the throw, being able to make sure they walk and get stunned after that fireball. And there we go, already flipping really going to be right in that wall and going to be secured. Easy damage and a hard knock.
Why? Oh, made such a clever play. Go for the meaty throw. The man was suffering from success. 2+ to do so, but ain't gonna matter. Makes the comeback off the back throw because Sheepzy could have really ran it from there. But Luca denies that offense. Goes up 2-1.
Nice 2-1 so far from Luca. You saw there in that round, they were able to keep themselves a lot more calm, cool, and collected. And just knows against Jacko, you got to be the first to move. You got to be the first to play the game. Again, make sure those minions never are able to breathe, because if you make sure they're not even born, you're winning.
Duel 1.
And you're right. You're absolutely right by saying that. You cannot allow the minions to come into play because they're such a scary factor you've got to deal with. And with this throw, you're right, you got to continue dealing with it. Sheepzy in a killer scenario, but the Luca with the jump out certainly going to do the work. They were looking for the burst afterwards, but not represented. Oh! Baited? No, Luca ain't going to throw burst at this point.
To not do it after the PRC, because they knew the PRC was going to be watching out for that burst, but still lost 1 HP. Just going to be fireballed out of existence. Sheepzy trying to make my prediction true.
Like, hey! Send you back. Gets in. 2P into the dire clat. 2K2D for the knockdown. Sheepzy connecting with the collab, but no pickup because of the burst. And Luca immediately strikes back, going a little slightly. Not so bad, guy. Oh my god, so much damage already dealt. Oh! Of a BRC?
OP, bro. They literally just send you flying immediately after we start in this part of this stage. Sheepzy already finding some answers with the 2K2D. Okay.
Jesus, bro. This fella looking like DM Danny. That's kind of mental. 2D. Into the back throw, very nice from Sheepzy. This allows you to steal momentum as they're able to set up for the super wall break, get in the coffin, the Iron Maiden, whatever you want to call it. Some solid damage, but Luca does have a bar to work with. Nothing's written in stone.
Still has to get out of the corner. Able to PRC after the stun dipper and go in immediately for an air combo. Already got Sheepzy stuck in the corner. Can they find the answer? YRC might be it. Try to send a minion in. There we go. Kick him down. Kick him down again. Gets a low. Keep it going. They have burst. One more good combo. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh, he could certainly do it. Oh, but that Kalapa certainly gonna get the kill. Slash Sheepzy's tie does 2-2. Either man's game as we continue on.
Game 5. My artistic vision came true.
Yeah, game 5. You're calling it. You're calling it. Set was worth the wait. Absolutely agree, Khalil. Absolutely agree. So here we go. Setting up. Final game between these two who will break away. And keep in mind, we're not in that top 8 section. So no one's eliminated yet. No one is sent out the bracket yet. It's all for 1 point. And that 1 point can mean the difference for making top 8 or not. And Luca already off to a good start.
Absolutely. Trying to send a lot of elites out of here. Going to be able to make a strong opening, running in. Gets a throw, already knocking down Sheepzy. I gotta watch out because Sheepzy's throwing too.
Aye. Nice. Projectile. Jumps in. Slow slash. Stagger. Oh, but the first slash connection on the mashup. I can't believe Sheepzy picked that option. And it certainly worked out for him. The fireball clash. Tries to get in. That's a counter punish. And just like that, Luca is in a dire scenario when they've got defend well.
Being sent flying. Gotta find a strong opening against Sheepzy. Not gonna be able to get spun out of existence. And this could be the game point, the set point for Sheepzy if Luca doesn't have anything to say about it.
Boy. Tries to jump in, gets a clean JH, and just like that should be able to get some solid damage. No. Actually, it gets reset, and Luca certainly putting in the work, looking good. Staggers 2D, and that should do it. The double Luigi is in play. Who'll be breaking away this final round final game.
Yeah, this is our first one of the night 2, the final game, final round situation, where everything else we've seen has just been training, and training should have taught you not to DP like that raw, because if you do, Sheepzy is going to catch you.
Boy, big throw. Pressure baits the DP just like that. Sheepzy's in a killing scenario. But I don't think this kills. There's a bit of scaling because of the multiple normals. 1 HP, able to call it, and now Luca needs to defend well. Has the bar though. YRC. 7 dire. Oh, the throw! Jumps in. But you can feel the pressure on Luca right now. If these missed normals.
Starting to make the comeback, but it just didn't happen. Got low profile trying to flip, and with that, Sheepzy's gonna
Okay, pretty solid org with some solid competitors. They've got Paita in the EU scene who plays A.B.A, so I'm looking into this. I'm like, okay, what similarities we're gonna see? But Redtro, not a Chipp I've heard of, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too, because honestly, I feel like with any character, nobody could have played the exact same. Seeing a lot more mixed without the Mito compared to the Tiger, much more on the ground, and it's working, even incorporating 6K, which honestly is very surprising. 6K, I hate that, but hey, they're making it work.
Nice, playing a patient. That is a good connection. Allowing for the jealousy. Keep in mind, A.B.A is quicker than Chipp with that jealousy installed. So pearlbot already off to a good start. Does not make the burst effect that we're looking for, but opening the door. The key puts in the work. The 2H, but not enough for the kill because they have to uninstall. That's a shame.
And nice Alpha Blade going horizontal that time. Able to connect the Beta Blade. RRC after the high mix off the Rasho. Gotta find one more connection, but we have so much space between us and the opponent. I imagine we would not want to give that space up and just chip out there.
Nice, head into the next match. Next round even, pearlbot up, looking confident, also has that burst advantage. Redtro try and go for some weird, like, mix-up plays, and I feel like their quirkiness is not kicking in right now, and pearlbot is just like, yeah, okay, I'll capitalize.
I think so too. We were talking before with Chipp and how most of those losses come out to just accidents happening, and I think there in that rope, they were not intending to go as far to the walls, and I imagine they were trying to hop off weren't able to because of that. It just really messed up their momentum there, giving ParagOnline their first win.
Could cost them here as we continue on. And ParagOnline, pretty solid A.B.A. Main thing I clocked there was the management of the jealousy, even uninstalled on a combo killing scenario. Well aware they're not going to get the combo kill, and want they opt to have the jealousy to make sure that they can finish out the round. So I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. There's some minor optimizations here that are leading to ParagOnline's victory. So I'm kind of excited to see how they go continuing on.
Absolutely, because already, seeing that usual KD into the Redtro already started off, going to be able to secure the high ender, which means, yeah, we're RRC going to be securing the Alpha Blade diagonal. Ooh, try to grab a lift!
Okay, going for the cover stomp like pressure into the low, just like that, we're in. And I have knocked the light out. Oh god. Oh! Nice. Good connection. Is the camera still on? Yeah, camera's still on. Okay, we're good, we're good. Good 5H fill confirmed. Redtro with the super! Gonna be able to get the wall break scenario. And ParagOnline sitting on a bar. Has to think how they're going to utilize it on defense.
Already though, you can see that RRC Alpha Blade go in and finish the job. I'm already giving Redtro their first round, but still both of them on first. Already starting out the J2K, mixing with the tightrope into the JX, and 6P runner!
Very nice, very nice. But here we go, rushing in, gets the overhead. This should be pretty solid. Done. Getting some good pickups with the Alpha, going left, right. Doesn't bait the YRC, even though the YRC bait. Still has the corner lock because of the misplay on the 5H. And now Redtro, never mind, gets flipped on them. The jealousy installs, and now they've got to worry about their life as they're in an OP scenario against uninstall A.B.A.
Oh, he's getting jumped in on. Gonna be able to dissolve your body. Gonna be sending Redtro flying a little bit there. Gonna be tied up on the rounds. Ooh, I thought we were gonna be seeing a far slash now from Redtro, but this time it's definitely J8. Not gonna be successful.
Oh, what jumping, my god. ParagOnline's jumping. Looking at the deciding factor with this jealousy, how much was in the bag? Oh, plenty! Dun! Getting the kill. ParagOnline with the perfect is one more away from victory. And I've got to say it, their A.B.A. is looking clean.
Absolutely. Did you see that last round there? Off of that jump in, able to catch it off of Redtro, and that was it. That was the end. The end happened right there because we literally took them to a corner, secured our super on wall, and that was it. We were done.
Kind of curious where the yokai lads at, right? Wait, where's the support for you, boy? That's all I'm gonna ask. Hey, we had to enter, so good pick up from Redtro, but the burst that put you in the corner. They still have burst, so that's a perfect time to do it on the far slash, and that's all on Redtro to gain some momentum.
Going to be able to secure the super after the show. You gotta remember with Chipp, even if you're close to the wall and you're able to secure that super, you're getting wall break no matter what. And the raw Alpha Blade actually going to be able to connect, and we get our tight ropes.
There we go, the Sunzen Rogan. Very sick super to cash out for the kill. Redtro could potentially be starting that comeback momentum that we're seeing here.
We've got a long way to go, especially after being knocked down by ParagOnline. God, can't be backdashing against some of these matchups. Just thinking with that beta blade.
That was nice. See, beta blading, not a bad idea. But the higher in the food chain you go in terms of characters with damage, the more and more it becomes a heavier risk. And A.B.A. with install is quite high in the food chain. You do not want to get DP punished by this character.
Absolutely, because if you do, all your HP will be flying out of the window, which Redtro already knows, going to be able to jump over that
Goldberg! Oh! Jumps in. 2K2D. Don't confirm into the super. You can't burst anymore. And that's quite the cash out, not enough to kill though. ParagOnline with a clever play, it still might cost them as they couldn't uninstall, meaning that they're forced to take a mix.
Wasn't able to continue their combo, dropped it. Again, imagine it was not intentional, and then they're just going to be getting stomped on from the sky. Unfortunate, but ParagOnline is going to be running away with that.
Of course, it all makes sense. Everything lines up in the universe. You know what I mean? Beautiful.
First, already trying to really dashing against Iron Nelson, but they finally get caught out of the sky and caught. They're going to be straight to the wall. Might try to secure the break. There we go. So close, but still so far. But there we go.
Very nice. One more interaction needed for Iron Nelson. And one thing you've got to keep in mind. Yeah. Parry super. Now, you may be a character with some pretty nice safe jumps as Ino, but you've got to keep in mind when you fight a character like Anji, parry supers do not allow those, so you've got to think about that when you run your offense. That parry super is such a good momentum killer for situations like that.
That's why when you're playing you really got to be watching that tension bar, make sure that you can really safely get in there, because if they got that bar, it's going to be hard, but the Penguins were getting up, go in there, Goldberg's coming out though, I'm getting that back.
Nice, good spin. Oh, okay, we are flying. What a confirm! Into the throat, no meter? What is Iron Nelson thinking? Not using any other meter until the final moment, till it calls for it even. Getting the kill, Iron Nelson putting a point on the board. I've got to say, some very peculiar plays from the fella, but you know, if you're getting the dub, you're getting the dub.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's just not about how you got that dub. It's just, you got it. You secured it. Maybe you did a few things you could have done better, but hey, it still got you to win. So, GG's go next. Still got 2 more games to go for Iron Nelson to secure that win, but obviously, Thirstofive is going to be trying to stop them any way they can.
Mostly seen Thirstofive from Ban, which are the fellas that run the bracket about nothing. So that's pretty cool to see. Do quite like those lads. They got me on for their Potemkin only tournament. I was like, okay, I'll do commentary. I'd love to do that for saying the farewell Karas. And they were like, no, you're playing. No, you're not doing comms, you're playing. And I'm like, okay, fine, if I have to. But some pretty nasty spins here. What a jumping! But the burst is still available to Iron Nelson. It's probably going to come into play here. No?
Iron Nelson still trying to jump in against Thirstofive. They're getting thrown for their troubles, getting dashed on. Unika coming out, going to be baiting that burst, put it back in the bag because you're not going to be escaping from this combo.
Nice. Try to play safe, sends you back. Oh, what a dash in to get a pretty solid pickup. Good work there from the Eno Bros. Thirstofive taking a good round.
Now, Iron Nelson, they're back up, trying to secure their cap dust, but it gets blocked. And Thirstofive, able to get out of the corner, leave a little bit against Iron Nelson, but wasn't expecting that shimmy, tried to grab and got punished for it.
Boy, what a close slash. Bar slash gets in with the overhead, not going to be enough to kill. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Missed time the close slash, and Thirstofive going to be the one that capitalized, getting some good damage in. Iron Nelson does only need one more interaction. Messed up on the dive kick multi-hit, meaning Fish had to be represented, and he didn't rep it. It's going to cost him.
Has to come up from the hard knockdown. Not do anything against that dash, but able to spin. Gotta watch out for that PRCO as he's zoned out there.
Oh my god, that is such a shame. Got miss and put on forward throw, got wild assault instead. That could cost Thirstofive, as that throw would have killed. And Iron Nelson gets the kill with the spin into Fish. That was Thirstofive's like win. But miss and put in the wild assault costed them. And now they've got to have the memory of the goldfish, forget that ever happened, and focus on tightening up their inputs to progress on. Because that was it. That was their win.
But still, Thirstofive, you were able to make it almost your win in that last round. Make this round your win. But it's not going to be happening if Iron Nelson's going to be juggling you and securing the wall. Tap us, nice throw. We got the corner back.
Very nice. Back throw into the kill. Iron Nelson up to one more to go. And yeah, they're looking like the competitor to probably beat Thirstofive. Because Thirstofive is definitely feeling the pressure. You can see every time the game has been progressing, they are feeling that pressure.
Absolutely. They continue to feel that, especially with how Iron Nelson is still able to get out of these bad situations. So Thirstofive, again, gotta figure out how they're gonna be able to replicate some of what happened in those first 2 rounds to be able to, again, get close to their win. Because again, they were close, but we just gotta make sure we get from close to securing the dubs.
Heading into probably curious how Thirstofive's going to be adapting. Here we go. Good pickup here as we're on the offense. Pretty solid damage. Tries to get a chase out. Oh, the 2K2D pretty good for Thirstofive as they're able to keep re-looping it. Weird cross-up mix that's going to work out for them. Even cashing out. Oh my god, I didn't know he had cross-ups in this economy.
So, moving in this economy, and already Iron Nelson just going to be zoned out a little bit. Fireball coming into clutch. Thirstofive going to be able to take that first round swimmingly, but already Iron Nelson, strong jump in, trying to secure the wall break, and is going to be able to.
Nice. Trying to chase with the 6B's, not going to get it. Good jump in here from Thirstofive, and just like that. They're on the offense, went for a Mito, but unfortunately mistimed it. Suffering from success, Iron Nelson turning it about, has the wall, cashing out, whipped it. No super, once hold onto the meter for the neutral here. What? Huh? What happened there?
No, I couldn't even tell you the super came out. It might have been a mistake, or it might have been something they didn't want to do, or anything else. Escape from it. Just stood there watching them, as now they're also just getting in their head in this third phase.
Nice. For the wall, Iron Nelson, set point, working with it. Chasing, has the 2 bars of meter, can anti-air easily whip the co, but no pickup. Probably should have went for the JD, got a little greedy, thinking they could get a close slash pickup afterwards. The tap 5D into the deflect, very nice, but the co yet again to knock out this guy. And Iron Nelson with a clean 3-0. It's gonna be taking the point, moving on.
Absolutely, great job there from Iron Nelson, able to lock in against Thirstofive. Of course, that's going to be another point for them. The SQ is going to be the one popping out.
Oh, popping like popcorn. I love this song. Not a lot of people do. But I know, I'm looking forward to this one, and it's going to be absolute masterclass. Mikesaftig, one of the original GOATs in my mind. What are they going to do against SQ? Who's, again, another original GOAT. Both players have been playing for ages. So they both got the gun motorcycle blades.
Oh yeah, they both do. They're both hitting the cycle. Oh, nice shot.
Boy. Okay, both of them are playing so damn cautious into each other, and I'm wondering why. What is going on in their heads to go like, yeah, I don't want to fight this. That is what's happening between these 2 players right now. Ooh.
They're both just trying to be very efficient, but obviously what the landing was, SQ really was going to be slightly getting that first round, but you just see both of them, trying to, trade some modes, trying to get a low profile in there. They're not trying to give anything up to
Oi, Vortex! Volcanic Viper! And just like gonna cash out JD, Mikesaftig, getting so much damage. The thing that we know so Badguy for, when he gets those bar slashes, when he gets those close slashes, they'll fire. Delete.
Nice to be able to secure the wall, return to send it to where we started. As SQ already trying to be cautious against Mikesaftig running A.B.A. Watch out for the PRC. Able to jump in, but not going to be able to confirm off of that. Not going to be able to do much.
I bet the weird scenario we put in. Has to block the cross up, well defended. The far slash connects, and SQ's trying to steal that space. Those big normals. Just like they've got the corner lock, staggering away Mikesaftig doesn't mash out just yet. Oh, burst. That was peculiar. Who knows what that was trying to bait, but SQ's still in it. Oh, the vortex! The burst.
Probably didn't try to bait the burst there, but still Mikesaftig can be needs one more good hit, or we're gonna be able to cure it. Or is SQ gonna come back? Tap dust. Tap dust.
You know, I find it funny that both Unika and Badguy, good stuff for SQ going at 1-0 by the way. Both Unika and Badguy kind of have like the pretty look, if you know what I mean, where it's like when they have like their idol going on, you know, they look dead like calm, cool, collected, pretty. But every time they do their buttons, right? Like I just saw on Unika's face, she did the tap 5D, looked exactly like Badguy, like the teeth is gritted and everything. I'm telling you, pay attention to her face when she's doing her big normals. You'll see exactly what I mean.
I know, I literally caught that 5D2 at the end there. I just saw that face. Oh! She is really angry about something. Definitely.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit there. Yeah, if it's the same issue I have, leave the Discord and come back and I'll be you.
Just leave the Discord and come back.
Yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, let me try it out.
Nice, RC. Staggering, 5H. Staggering yet again. And we're going for a bit of offensive structure. Gets the far slash, but burst off the table from SQ. Oh!
RRC gets the dust. Can we get the wall break here? Nice.
I haven't seen a TK HDP in so damn long. Thank you, Mikesaftig. Oh, the overhead. Good pickup here from SQ though. Oh my god, what a 2D. I didn't even know that could beat that. But Mikesaftig with the knowledge of the volcanic Viper cashing out for the kill.
Very good, Mikesaftig. Grab off the Viper, but already being jumped in on SQ. Alright, there we go. Got the wall bounce. Gonna break the wall and already taking half of Mikesaftig's life here. Mikesaftig, what's the answer gonna be?
Right. Headbutt. Hold it. Jumps in. Baits the YRC. This is big, but doesn't bait the burst. Probably figured SQ would hold on to a little longer. But this is actually good. You've got the corner unlocked, and you can kind of stagger away. But both characters have a DP. What a close slash anti-air. I think you're dead. Wait, heavy mob. Whoa, Tyrant.
Ooh. Okay.
I forgot the word to say. I said tyrant when it's Dragonine's toll. That was hey, Mikesaftig. Well, since I've seen that super, I've gotta say, man, I talked about this. There was like a height level of supers. I did this discussion with NM, right? Number one is Kai Dragon install, right? And it is like Heavenly and Heavy Mob, and then Dizzy Family Kamehameha, in that order.
Out again. Nice burst.
To get to the jumps in, staggering away. Oh, big cash out here from SQ, and also a big cash out here for the Macherino. I saw that $10 donation from Tate Manis 1234. Hope I read that name correctly. I'll read your message in just a moment. Unika enjoyer. That's what they said. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the show. Nice bandit. The Carafafnir. So keep in mind, Saul does have dash and Kara. So momentum build up for those moves can go across the screen in a blink of an eye.
Nice. Gonna be able to juggle to the wall. We're gonna be able to break it. Yes, we are. Alright, Mikesaftig, what's the answer gonna be? RC? Get shot. Get shot.
Oh my god. I love watching that neutral there. That was like some solid bad guy, like, yeah, I want to stop and approach. Bop, 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 shot. Bro did not get catch anything. So yeah, NM, this has been quite the set so far, right? SQ's up 2-1. What do you think Mike needs to do to bring it back? What do you think they're lacking in right now?
Duel 1.
If I had to say anything, Mike's been doing well at like trying to get the SQ. Like it feels like Unika has a lot more options. Like you can see that shot there pretty fast. Mikesaftig has to react immediately and put himself at disadvantage. It's really just making sure that SQ cannot get this really dominant space. It's like Unika plays a little better when she's going to get a little space and just get shots in or stun dipper. So they're trying to close that in a little bit.
Right, so you're saying probably make more like jump-in reads to call it a lot of these grounded like neutral plays. No,
definitely not. No, Unika very good at catching jump-ins, especially with that she's able to do. Jump-ins are one of the worst things against Unika. It's more so just closing that distance, just trying to dash block, being able to get in there and jump in. But you gotta mix it.
Right, got ya. Some more dash block like plays. I see. The SQ. God damn it, you cash out. Oh wait, I just realized as well, Unika's super is in that top 5 supers. Yeah. Because you don't see it. The weapon's free. Oi. I love that. The fake Kara gunflame to get in. Yes, able to get in with the gun dipper, approaches, gets the throw, and you got the corner unlock. Oh, good tech. Bandit to get in. The burst is available from Mike, so can use it aggressively. Do keep in mind set point for SQ, so they've got to try and steal this round as quickly as they can. Oh! Okay, Mike showed us the pogo stick combo. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Okay. I was just gonna change up, trying to sweep in there.
Good block, it's not getting caught. Oh, but the jump in first off the table. Try again, but the shot to keep you at bay. Mikesaftig with the bundle to bring her. Gets in. The DP tell you, nuh-uh, stay back.
See, Unika, still trying to poke in there. That is 2k TC.
Oh, that's a punish. First. Oh my god, SQ doesn't give it. And that's a bit, not bad play, but the main thing you gotta worry about is positive bonus, because he can get right back in if you push him back with a burst. That's scary. That is scary. You do have to burst, but when you're gonna utilize it?
Go, got the corner set up. Mikesaftig though just running out of it, using burst, keeping himself alive.
Oh my god.
Reverse. Gets shot. Needs a little more chip. Oh, able to catch that jump! Wait a minute!
We are getting a game 5, ladies and gentlemen, and I've got to say, it is such a sad that one of these contenders need to go after this, because, like, my man, I wish this was a winner's set. I'm loving what I'm watching right now.
I'm absolutely loving what I'm watching too, especially being able to again catch that jump in when you had such little health and being able to secure a game 5 from that. I mean, both of them are here for a reason already. First game of top 8, and again a game 5 between grandfather and granddaughter, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. I was about to say great granddaughter, and I'm like, wait, no. It's not that far. Not that far.
Not that far. I mean, she's from the future, but no, not that far yet.
I'm from the future. Oh, big far slash, Jensen. Good DP, I like that. A very aggressive DP. Kind of reminds me of like a Ken play. Like first strike, do DP after -3. I like that. Good play.
You just see how aggressive SQ is being right now. They know it's at stake. Thus just needs one more good hit to get this round of Mikesaftig, get a block, and just 2p. Just 2p.
Get checked. Good check from SQ. Good check. Could have been deadly. Could have died for that. But Mikesaftig not giving up. DP for DP. Both of them sending each other. But he went for it again. Oh god, the Kara Fafnir to get in. Big 2D. Jumps in, pressure time, but the DP again, we're seeing this is the round of the DPs.
just taunting the Fauntless defense. SQ gonna be able to find their poke, run up, maybe try to find another one after the stun dipper. BRC, another BRC for the throw, okay.
DP again, maybe? No, looks for it. Good jump out from SQ, well aware that they ain't gonna bait the DP, so backs out, and they're on the offense now. Cross up, DP. No DP, waited for it. And I like that, SQ's well aware, but that's a good Fafnir catch for the pickup because it was a counter hit. Get ready for the Tyrant Raid.
And also, get ready for the last game, last round situation. As I always say, everything before was training. Now here comes the true match.
The double OBG. We love to see it. Who will win, grandfather or granddaughter? It's actually very nice. Stagger tries to get with the bandit. DP on the offense. Again, very aggressive play.
Watch out, able to get 2K2B, trying to jump to the cross up, able to get a poke in there. Mikesaftig though, keeping up that defense in the corner. Watch out for the BRC. They weren't able to watch out trying to get on the ground though.
Oh, good chase. Try to play it cool. Went for the approach to 2K2D. Deny, both have burst, but Mikesaftig is in a bit of a crappy scenario. They can only really use it aggressively. Or in this final game scenario, SQ with the bait, went for the jump, went to the line, blocked it, and punished themselves. I'm curious to see where Enzog is on the spectrum. Are they like a Rezo, where it's 6p on Wake Up, White Wild Assault on Wake Up? Or are they just a sick, nasty player that will just perform absolutely well? And against Jacko, have you ever seen this matchup?
I think I have. Both of these characters are like uncommon in the way that they really won't go up against each other because there's barely any. Like there's Jacko players, don't get me wrong, but Bedman, you don't really see Bedman. You see like GC Yoshi, and that's like really the major Bedman. So it's sick seeing this one.
Oh, another class Bedman player in the NA region. Aegis. Right, I don't know if they compete anywhere else, but anytime they compete in Back to Brawl, oh my god, I'm such a fan. Right, I want to cry a little bit every time I watch them. They're such a good Bedman. But heading into this one, Enzog appearing to be a bit more of a patient Bedman player, as they're stuck in the corner. And I do also notice that tag they've got there, BXG, I believe that is the Dank. Oh, what's his name? It's being stupid. Dank. It's no coming at me. No coming at me. Someone will help me at some point. But Sheepzy looking pretty nasty right now as they're taking the first round.
See, it's an understatement. Did you see those Street Fighter 6 throw loops that they showed on
I
screen?
know, man.
I was just like, Enzog, get up, you're getting beat.
Yeah, it's quite brutal when you get stuck in the throw loops and strive. Because like in Street Fighter, you can kind of go like, yeah, I'll take the throw. In this game, it's like, wait, throw does like 20%. Hold up. Don't know if I want to hold that. Good opportunity here for Enzog to take the round.
Nice, literally just jab right off the neutral game. Gonna be able to, return to the center. They were able to get a throw right before that wall break too. So definitely gotta be feeling good for Enzog. Now playing a little bit in the zone. Just gotta deal with some lightning, but still gotta watch out for the matrix.
Stuck in the corner, going for the pressure. Keeping it going with the minion, able to get the Kalapa burst off the table for Enzog, going for the JD, that's gonna get whip punished. That's the thing about JD. On whip, punishable. Dank X Nen. That's what I was trying to remember. How you doing, man? How you doing? Nice, good connection here. Enzog should be able to get some solid damage. And here it comes, the head bomb, boom, for the pickup. But no meter to confirm for the wall.
As there we go, RRC. Don't even need the wall break. Don't even need it. Gonna send you out before you even do that. Enzog gonna be able to already take a game one.
The name I was trying to remember, literally in chat, right there. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I saw the tag and I'm like, that's associated with like Dank X. I'm like X. The name's don't come at me. So yeah. There it is. That's their boy. That's their man's. So hopefully Enzo, you keep up that energy.
Let's see how they keep this up here. Obviously, Enzog was able to make a pretty good comeback after a dominant first round by Sheepzy, but anything can still happen. Sheepzy could adapt, but already Enzog is starting off very strong.
Oh, nice. Sets up the minion to get in the 2D for the pickup of the burst to say, nah, we're back to the shooting neutral Bedman is known for. Able to just keep it unlocked, and Sheepzy kinda needs to guess with minions to get in. But what a denial.
Able to RC right after that too. Literally just running straight to the other side of the stage, trying to drill their way in. Sheepzy cannot breathe, and they're going to be sent flying to another part of the stage. Going to be revived from their corpse, and now Enzog is going to be trying to finish them off. Already trying to send in drills, but Sheepzy says that's boring.
Boring. Yawn. Minion time.
Like, that's literally what that anti-air was. It's like, I don't even want you to start zoning. That's boring.
Yeah, oh, but what a pickup here. Time we get put in the Iron Maiden. Bedman's kinda, the Bedman model in that Maiden kinda makes a lot of sense. Like the little, head popping out. It kinda looks like it should be a plushie, not gonna lie. Like, look at that. That looks so fitting. That looks so fitting.
That looks so adorable. Just like the little head, the little eye coming out the arms. Oh, that needs to be a plushie. Like specifically Bedman in the
like not even like a plushie, but like maybe like a character even. Like Bedman gets a different outfit. I don't know, man. That seems way too soon. I don't know why. Oh, what a backflip.
What are we doing this time, Enzog? We do not want to be in the corner against Sheepzy, especially with all these minions coming out. Wait a minute, we're getting down. We might be escaping. Yes, we are.
Oh, the 2H, but unfortunately didn't let the follow-up connect. They weren't expecting it. And the deflect lifting, but no punish. Enzog definitely in a bit of a scramble situation. And both players are feeling it. They're feeling the pressure. Push it down on them.
And look at this, PRC trying to shoot drill after drill, lightning after lightning. Is Sheepzy gonna find their way in? Shout out to the G-Cleef rating with 39 viewers, as we're also going to be sending Enzog flying for a 1 HP to 1 HP match.
Jeez, one more hit is all it's needed. One hit is all it takes. Enzog to take it, going up to Jeek. How you doing, lads? How you doing? How's your team tournament going with that $1,000 cash prize? I've got to know what team is winning it. Who is in the lead? Because it seems dead hype every time I clock into it.
It's $1 prize for a team tournament. Whoa!
Oh yeah. It's like how many teams? There's like maybe like 4 different teams. They've all got 4 members. He gets like into interviews with them and all that, finding out their order. I'm like, damn, this is an insanely put together tournament with some high production. So you gotta love the G crew. Yeah, thanks you for sending the raid, and I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you guys are ready to catch some real Paragon action, some very nasty bracket action. And don't forget to check out that match of Reno as well. Send the code, help us out. Certainly help us viewers. But here we go. Enzog only needs one more. Close out the set, and Sheepzy is on the offense once you deny that momentum.
See how this is already going to catch fire again with Enzog stuck in the corner. Forced to use that burst there. Don't want to be in the corner with Sheepzy, like I said before. And the PRC leads with very nice profile set. Going to do it again.
Wait, nasty. Jumps back. What a GS. And what's the pickup? Should be able to get some solid damage. Opts for the OK, wants to hold that knockdown pressure in the top 5D into the pickup, not enough to kill. But certainly a clever decision. He's only like a chip away from winning. Oh.
RC is going to be going behind, and there we go. Shoot Sheepzy down. You only need one more round.
Certainly, as we continue on set point, how Sheepzy gonna respond? I don't know. It's looking dire for the Jackal main. I wish nothing but the best, but at the end of the day, Enzog is in control. But what a back throw to steal it back.
minion set up too. It might be Sheepzy in control this time around, Panda, because we're already sent. There we go. The Iron Maiden figure gonna be coming out, slam you down. Not gonna be a wall break. We weren't that close to the wall at all, but still, we got the minion set up in the corner. We don't got burst yet. Now we do.
There's the tool that everybody loves that gets his out combos, but 1 HP, Bedman still alive because he was a healthy fella. But at the end of the day, you gotta hold that clean kill. Just like that, still set point, but Sheepzy has an opportunity to bring it back.
Yeah, the gap is getting smaller and smaller, but Enzog's like, nah, I do not want you to win. I want my Creo, I want to move on, I do not want to play this matchup, and I'm trying to slam you all the way into the wall.
Nice, that projectile like work, keeping it choked down. Try to jump in, but what a denial with that, I believe 6H. To deny the airspace, and we're going back and forth with the pew-pews.
The lightning and the drills. It's keeping Sheepzy at bay, especially because they don't really have any way to outzone this Bedman, but hey, they're able to catch the throw on the jump in, and there we go, securing the corner with the minion buddies. Get another throw, get another minion, get another throw, get another minion, and trying to get this wall. Good lord, get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Potentially. No more minions. No more throws. Enzog had enough.
Let's see what goes on.
Marvelo Potemkin gonna be a fun game when that releases. I can't wait to see him stick into it. It's like absolute Marvel versus Capcom heads, you know. So you know he's already into it. But heading into this set, Battle of the Fan and the Ninja. You've got Chipp and Anji, and this is a very good start here for Marvelo. And historically, this has been a weird matchup. Anji does not do too good in this matchup, never has, right? There's been a lot of propaganda from both sides, but I don't believe the Anjis because, you know, it's one of the worst characters from season 2, right? But Marvelo on Chipp, and this one, I actually have no idea. I don't know about the current meta, but I can imagine it still being fairly tricky for Anji. It's still solid for Chipp, but it's a bit of a player matchup at this point.
Absolutely. Oh. Tried to get in with the Alpha Blade, YRC, and then just another Alpha Blade right after that. Literally just sending you flying. Okay, Marvelo, are themselves alive? And the immediate bar slash into the full Reshow combo. Okay.
Oh, but what an anti-air from Scissors. Getting knocked down, chases in to SLA. Good block in the jump in, and goes for the 2P mash out. Certainly well put. And I see Zando's giving us a bit of history. Apparently, this set was played in TNS, where Scissors actually won it. So who knows, maybe it's a bit better for the Anji. Again, this is going to be a very difficult set between these two titans.
Oh, but yeah, we definitely want the revenge set to go, because that just creates more good stories in the FGC. It looks like the reversal super's just going to be coming out, sending Marvelo flying there. Now I gotta figure out what to do against Scissors, who was able to take him out, especially because Scissors, they're gonna have burst. They're already getting a strong neutral, sending in the Wild Assault, and they're breaking them off here.
Oh, yeah, sending it through the wall. Very well done. We're back on it, 6H. Good block on the A.B.A blade, and just like I believe you've lost your life. The Scissors is going to be heading up 1-0 in the set. The Anji Bros certainly happy right now.
Absolutely, just immediately going to be able to take the neutral off of Marvelo, able to juggle them the wall, able to win another neutral. That was just very snowbally for Scissors there, as they're going to be able to once again take that first game. But Marvelo, they still got a few more chances if they want to move on to those winners finals. And we saw in that first round that if they're able to get their combo started, able to get a strong neutral, and more importantly, set up that tightrope, they can cook.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, let's see. Both Scissors get lead. Oh, but that's a good start. Good spin into the fish, hold the knockdown into the pressure of the bird. Is it the word? No, not yet. Marvelo on the offense, bringing it back. Oi, oi, oi.
Gets the punch and the dust in the air, finish it off with the slash. Already just backdashing on this stage, to be able to 5H. Ooh, try to tightrope after RRC. Bursted out though, gonna burst in return. As you see the Chipp going back and forth, back and forth. That's how you play the game. Not getting hit though, that's how you don't play the game.
Yeah, don't get hit. Common advice given by the best FGC pros that you'll ever know. Don't get hit, don't get thrown. That's it. That's everything you need to know right there. Oh, what 5-page! You just let Marvelo cashing out, has the bar, could certainly do it. The Sunset Roga, but doesn't even need it. Goes for the GS, gets the kill. Very nice, yeah, air throw galore.
Very strong poke off that 5H, and of course there's no burst saving Scissors that time. Already going to be able to start with the 5K poke, trying to cross up. Going to be able to get the cross up the tightrope. Going to be able to secure another one. Can we get another strong combo off of it? No, we're getting hit.
Oh, backing up. What a 5H! Jeez Louise. You'd have got a cash out if they were a bit quicker on the meter, but besides that, ain't gonna matter too much. Marvelo does have the spacing advantage, and they're right back in. The rope is in play as well, so they can get a good cash out with a good hit. Unfortunately, couldn't get it in time. Oi!
Gets thrown for their troubles. Gotta watch out for this butterfly. Back dashing, but they get caught? When did that happen?
How do you read that? It's like, I'm gonna do 2 backdashes into 5H, and so it's like, yeah, I know, after the second backdash, 5H, I'm on that. What is wrong with you, Scissors? I love it though, I love it. Boy.
There we go. Oh, wait, that was a PRC? I thought that would have been ours. He just hit that himself.
That was nice. That was nice. The jump back, making Marvelo maybe like twitch a little, making him think that something was coming, and then just a patient play. I love it! I love it from Scissors. One of my favorite players for a reason, but Marvelo striking back. Doing so much damage.
Already just trying to backdash, set up the tightrope. You don't know when they're going to go in, but it's actually Scissors going in on Marvelo. Trying to get another 2P. Gotta watch out for those JHs. No! Gonna be able to tightrope after 2H, but still not gonna be able to secure the advantage.
Big knockdown, chases with the butterfly. Gets the back throw, no meter for the kill. Baits the gold burst! Oh, what? How do you do that? What do you mean the butterfly does that? What?
The butterfly was able to hit right after the gold burst, securing the death of Marvelo, as now Scissors is up 2-0, brother. Holy.
They were Scissors. The fact that that was a thing means that they were so aware. That was going to connect. That's the only thing that means. That is legit the only thing that means. They were ready for that gold burst. So that makes you wonder, what else does Scissors have the bag? If they're baiting a gold burst with the bird that well, it's insane.
It is. Scissors able to bait a gold burst like that. Marvelo gonna be on their signature ult now. That ult change, that's their ult. They're in the red. You already know that they're playing
What's
crazy.
the lore, right? Because I'm seeing this and thinking, oh, he's going Super Saiyan, right? But like, is there any knowledge to why he does this?
To my knowledge, it's actually not this ult on his screen. He has his game modded to a different ult with this color, and on his game, I'm pretty sure it's Black Star from Soul Eater. That's what it looks like to me at the very least. So that's the lore there.
Okay. That's very cool. That's very cool. But we're alright off to it. Marvelo under pressure, needs one more hit, gets the overhead into the RC. And you know what? Maybe the color swap is certainly doing God's work. You know, he's powered up, certainly feeling it. And with that round, that was almost a perfect. So you can tell that really brought them back.
He's feeling very good now, but still has to block a lot of what Scissors trying to do. Okay, getting with the J2K, couldn't finish the heal, but hey, maybe we get it here. Gets the low file, try to get a little more. There we go, able to secure TV, and you know, if we're on the wall or at least close, the Super's gonna wall.
Yeah, very nice here. Marvelo, oh, get caught by the air throw. Scissors again, amazing at representing that. You're kind of thinking, are they a predictor? Oh my god, they might be cheating a little bit. What a bait and DP, but unfortunately not gonna get a damage in combo because of the burst. Marvelo's confident he can take this.
Getting hit and hit. Watch out for PRC. Able to throw break there. Secure the tightrope. Try to go in with Gamma Blade. Try to go with the far slash. Are we trying to get up? There we go. JD forcing the burst. Gotta find one more good poke with the RC. This might do you in. You have one more shot. You got one more shot.
Could be the end. And keep in mind, whoever loses this will be facing SQ. So I'm kind of curious Who would SQ prefer to fight? Would they prefer to fight Marvelo, a demon, well known for their Chipp, her scissors, and her very quirky Anji? But so far, off that pretty good start, gets the chase out, gets a close slash, and oh my god, it's a good deal. 8 ton of damage. Not enough to kill, but this is going to do so much.
And of course, securing that hard knockdown too. And getting sniped for trying to get back in with that Alpha Blade. Scissor saying, you cannot come down on me, just gonna snipe you out of the sky. And with that, Scissor's gonna be moving on to the
Potemkins, there's no such thing as someone who swapped over at Bob because he's top tier now. These are all legacy players, right? All of them that I know that are doing well right now, legacy players. Besides like Nubenheimer, that's it. So, you know, that's where you gotta give them a little respect at least. But heading into it, we got MjKurase and MjKurase gonna be the Johnny Potemkin matchup. And Johnny can do well, and that's because Potemkin doesn't really have any form of reversal to threat besides Heavenly PRC PV, which can be baited with some of Johnny's longer reaching, like meaty, like neutral. So scary stuff to play into.
MjKurase just keeps rushing in against Skipto and not really getting punished for it. This time though, getting able to trying to flick. Gets caught in the air though, this could be bad.
Oh, with that 5D for the kill. Skepto putting in a bit of work at the end there, but MjKurase taking it. And you know, being in a team with MJ, I do sort of let him a little bit in his corner. Oh, but that is a Potemkin brother. Getting the pop buster back on it, close slash into the 2D, gonna whip out and trying to get back in. Skepto getting sent back. Skepto has the bar, both sides do.
Of course, the signature coming out from Johnny. To secure that hard knockdown, make sure Skepto is gonna take more time before this to get up. Perfect for MJ to come in, misfire, secure the corner. Probably do some more misfires, if I had to guess.
Good. Who knows what a flick, and that's going to lead to our not. Oh, he went for it again! The Potemkin Buster into the heavy link. That's kills. Kills, actually. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Burst save, kill combo. Insane that Potemkin can do this, by the way. Actually insane. I think this is one of the strengths right now that I do think needs addressed immediately, is how much you can get off of like 50, 80 meter. It's insane. It is absolutely absurd. MjKurase up that pretty solid start here. Burst off the table, sends you back, gets knocked out the sky with the 6K, and MjKurase striking right back, denying any form of momentum that was going to be built up.
Able to send Skepto flying for the hard knockdown again, but is getting a normal throw off the root of impact. Impact. Find your opening. Oh, gets the anti.
MJ does have 2 bars, could use it defensively, doesn't, gets knocked down. Skepto has no meter to work with, so MjKurase definitely in a win scenario. Certainly gonna do it, sends it the card, gets a kill. 1-0 to MjKurase. In the neutral there, by the way. MjKurase could have won a lot earlier because they're sitting on 2 bars, because Potemkin can't really do anything besides wall. If he makes any form of play, Johnny's card super can interrupt it. So like the Ganter, Hammerfall, like a lot of those types of greedy approach tools are great with meter. So that's something to consider if you're Skepto. Will that be represented when you've got the bar?
Gonna be able to get the 2K2D out.
Toy. Big throw. JD 2P into the card pot, but not going to get it because of the burst. That patience here, flicking away. Now there's nothing that Potemkin can really flick in this match. Oi! Well, pop monster. There's nothing that Potemkin can flick besides Johnny himself. So you're going to be seeing that call out a lot of 6Ks or vault deals a lot of the time.
Straight to the wall again. Trying to warp in there. MjKurase is gonna. Oh, nice opening there. Try to get another one. Boom, boom, boom.
Good tech. Whoa! Who does that? You're dead. Watch it. Welcome to the Potemkin zone. Skepto cashing out. Certainly putting in the work.
Definitely putting in the work there. Great job, Skepto. Could be able to secure that pot buster, but again, MjKurase really just wants to keep you out of their range, and if they're in your range, they block. You're able to just jump over that ball, okay.
Oh no, they were going for some type of forward momentum play, got caught out of the way, and I feel like Skefto needs to go for more backdash callouts on the meaties here. Don't do close slash or Garuda. Yeah, you've got to do delay close slash. I quite like that, very nice. And this is a big damaging combo, not enough to kill. Certainly has a pretty solid combo, not the optimal combo, but a very good one indeed. Good tech. Oh no, you have to burst. Oh, they've got 2 bars of meter. Oh, MjKurase, don't jump! Oh my god, that was actually checkmate. That was checkmate. Skefto still wins it, but that was checkmate. That jump could have been their death if Skefto was ready at Heavenly, by the way. That was it. That was GG's. But we take those 1-1.
We definitely do take those. That could have been it if they're able to catch that, but still, hey, gets the regular pot buster on them. Gonna tie it up 1-1. Good lord.
Again, I'm so shocked that MJ jumped, if I'm honest. I wasn't expecting him to do that, and I don't think Skefto was expecting him to do that either.
Duel 1.
Probably why we didn't see the reaction immediately, because they weren't thinking, okay, they're just gonna jump over why they see that. But hey, they did, but we still adapt. But we're not adapting to this because MjKurase is going to be able to already secure a wall break.
Wow, very nice. Went for the 2P solid tool, but far slash is a better tool. What a flick to counter the misfinder. Plays cool because of the 2 bars of meter, and it's a good jump in. Burst not being represented. Super, but that was a good, meaty, safe jab to delete those 2 bars of meter, giving Skefto an opportunity in this round, but you still gotta beat the burst if they want to win.
Flicking, gotta watch out for the head. Flicking again. There we go. We're gonna find our opening here. Backdash a little bit.
Oh,
nice.
Could have been a deadly whip punish. Not gonna happen though. 2K, stagger, hammer fall, PRC into the knockdown time, hold the Garuda. Close slash, baits the backdash, but burst off the table, MjKurase back into it. No way, you did back throw there! Whoa! At the end of the day, everybody has a high-low, everyone's got a 2K, and everyone's got a tap 5D, so that's something you gotta think about against Potemkin.
Especially because, again, just chopping you down, trying to just shoulder their way in the subway slamming themselves, but they're still getting slammed to the other side of the stage. I had to reference them once, bro. I had to.
The subways are mine for this slamming, says Skefto. Good blocks. Oh, wasn't expecting the overhead misfinder. I saw the gap there, and I think mentally Skefto was like, okay, we'll play it cool, we'll wait for an opportunity to fight out from the gap. But they were patient, they were cool with it, but unfortunately still gonna get caught. YRC definitely, oh my god, Potemkin Buster has a bar to work with. Buddy! It's the classic. Not enough to kill because Johnny's a little bit of a healthy fella.
YRC, but just misfinder your way back in. I imagine right now MJ is just like, whew, oh my god, I'm alive! How did that even happen? I would be too. I mean, 2 pot busters and you still win? Yeah, I'm terrified. And another one!
Jeez Louise. Another one? Surely. Good block on the 2K 2D. 2K can catch you. Far slash approaching misfinder. Knockdown with the 2D. Spaced out Garuda, so it beats Super. What an approach with the vault. Going for the back throw. Card is in play, but burst is in play. Gets the hit. This is a clean connection. Not enough to kill, but it's 50-50 central. And the answer is your life bar. Put it in the bag. Skefto up 2-1. One more to go to defeat Johnny, MjKurase.
One more to go. That's all that Skefto needs to send MjKurase to go fight EnzogXY. So they're trying to secure a Johnny Bedman matchup. They don't want to fight Bedman because also they want to be sitting winners. I personally want to be sitting winners too. To be real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you. If you're Johnny, I don't think you want playing to Bedman. If you're Potemkin, you're looking forward to it. If you lose, like honestly, Pot does insanely well into Bedman, so I'm kind of curious to see if that outcome does happen. But you've got the lead as Skefto potentially could get a winners finals, but you gotta play well. But those flicks Go for it multiple times. You know, kind of like how the Johnny mains will represent this spinner, you gotta represent flick. Oi. Oh, okay, hearts.
Already going to be able to deal with them, and we're probably getting this wall break too. Secure, yeah, we're secure right now around MjKurase. Trying to secure that game 5. Johnny!
That's the man. It's him. Johnny.
That is bro. Bro is Johnny.
Bro is Johnny. Oh, Mega Fist. Good block, but the low misspiner on the retreat, allowing for the Oki into the card pop. You know how it is, you're stuck in the corner. But what a mash out, allowing Skip to get out and with the heat tackle, 2S. No heat tackle in the combo follow-up, maybe a potential drop in the input department. But MJ fights out, cards in play.
Stuck on the wall right now. What is Skip going to do? Try to do the impact, but they cannot secure it. The YRC coming in clutch. It's the force the burst. Oh, holy hope. Holy hope.
Another hammer fall. Oh god, good deflect, but the 6H into the knockdown, nothing's guaranteed there, besides the fact that they have Meter and MjKurase respected that, because after 6H Slight Head, there's no Oki that you can get, like there's no jab or full slash that you can get there. And unless something's changed, I don't think it has. MjKurase want to respect that because of the bar that was in play. That's why they respected that. Oh jeez. Good luck.
Nice flip. Gotta watch out for this final. And not be yourself susceptible to that because it's really gonna be stuck on the wall. MjKurase gonna send you flying. You got one more shot if you don't want to game 5. And you fail.
That's so smart. That is genuinely genius by MjKurase. Skepto probably looking for a delayed burst bait, but with the instant super, you can't burst there. You need burst before. You need to actually do it on the RC. MjKurase taking this at game 5. Genius. Absolute genius of a player.
Absolutely. Doing very well. And again, in order to keep themselves alive here. And now, of course, the game 5 coming out. Both of them got to put all their chips on the table. You know, they're all in. They're all in. They're going all in on their betting. They're going all in.
Duel 1.
Hey, let's get it. Let's see how this will play out. And that is a good start here from MjKurase, who's already on the offense. Staggering away, gets the Enzenga, making it look like he got a misinput with that 6H, but the Enzenga, they call out the mash, and this is a good start for MJ. Genuinely, masterclass start. Oh, what a start for MjKurase taking the first round. Skepto, a man who was in the lead, is questioning himself. Maybe some slight doubt. What do I do to bring it back? Oh!
Okay, gonna be able to secure that. Secure a little bit more quick. Coming in!
No,
but it's still getting thrown.
Good block. A little misfinder, good block. Went for the hammer fall on the Enzenga. Definitely a clever play, as is. That's whip punish! Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, we have the double Luigi, the game 5, final game, final round.
Once again, everything before was just practice. Now we got the real deal. This is the real game. As now, giving the grab, not what we want to see. Gotta force the burst.
No gold burst, sadly. Yeah, both players had to give up the burst with no potential reward from it. But Skepto cashing out the Potemkin Buster. Now, I don't think this kills with Meter, so they're holding on to it. Definitely a clever play. BRC mix, what a backdash, but it's not gonna matter. Hold the corner, offense gets you with the 2D, and just like that, Skepto, the Potemkin brother.
But also, you're getting stuff that's like played a lot, but stuff that's not played as crazy amounts, like Jacko or Unika or Bedman. It's awesome to see this much variety.
Honestly, the only time I see a ton of people playing the same character is that damn Kiske family, bro. It's either Kai or Sin. Those are the repeat offenders I see. It's never the Johnnies, it's never the Johnnies or the Potemkins or the Gold Lewises. It's the Kiske family. So keep that in mind. Oh, no,
there's been multiple brackets I've mastered where there's been like 3 or 4 Vikings out of all characters.
That's absurd. That's actually absurd.
Yeah, no, half the top 8 will just be Viking. I'm like, wow, there's like multiple Viking mirror matches too. It's insane. Oh, nice catch with the 2H. We get the tightrope, okay.
Yeah, because you can duck the follow-up, so doing block 2H is just a good automatic string. That's clever. That's insanely clever.
But again, we still got to dash block our way in, trying to shoot out his SQ. But hey, we get the rush out, we get the PRC after the high, but we're still not going to be able to secure it. Again, gotta watch out for first.
Okay, now, I'm sorry. I hate to leave you hanging, my man, right? But I really need the toilet, so I'll be back.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I got a Chipp game on the screen. I'm good. I'm like.
Alright, you have fun, then. You have fun. I'll be back. Oh Jesus, I'll be back. I'll be back.
No, you're good. You're good. Because we got the mix-ups coming out from Marvelo. Tap dust. Tap the dust. Tap the floor. And SQ gonna be taking out Marvelo. Already getting a game. That's the thing. Chipp moves so fast. That's why I play this character. That's why I was drawn to him, like a moth to a flame, because it literally just unga bunga gameplay. You're seeing it on screen, and I absolutely love it. You think it's brainless, but it takes a lot of brain power, and that is something I don't got, chat. I'm gonna be real. My brain moves very slowly. Yes, SQ is on the Unika. I've seen them a little bit like talk on Twitter, and they were like, it might play Unika, might not. Oh, immediate bar slash into that shell. Okay, we got the tight set up to beat up follow up. Backdash a little bit and immediately burst. We still got the corner. We're still 2 deep. Trying to play it safe. Again, we gotta watch out for any whip punishes. Trying to keep the corner secure. Get another tightrope and another 5H. Finally forcing the first off of SQ. Gotta watch out for these gunshots. The Shuriken? The Shuriken coming out in the big 25? Okay, but hey, it secures the tightrope combo. Send them flying with our super. Gonna be able to secure the party. Probably either gonna try to do a Gamma Blade and run in, or do, oh, actually no. Gonna jump in with the process on the JS. I was not gonna say that, but hey, awesome. Coming out from Marvelo there, immediately trying to J2A, already trying to start off with the 2K2D. Of course, you can tightrope right after that. Gonna be able to 2H into a tightrope combo. Senya flying once again. Marvelo moving so fast, it just doesn't feel like SQ is able to keep up with how much is being put on the screen. Finally get a little moment to breathe. Oh yeah, there you go, they get back. And we're already, there we go, RRC, this is the second game, that's it.
So I've came back to game 2W in Marvelo, and he is looking beyond confident in the Chipp, I have to assume.
Oh, absolutely. What we saw in that last game, Marvelo is moving so fast with these mixes, the tightropes, everything, that it feels like SQ is just not able to comprehend and keep up with a lot of what Marvelo's doing, because bro is moving fast right now, and SQ is barely able to get out of the pressure.
It's looking like a very interesting time for SQ, and they're at the point where they can't make a character swap anymore. So they're committed to the Unika, and I do believe this is their main, right? This is the main. And I'm very curious as to how long they're really going to be sticking to Unika, right? Is this 100% certain the main? Because we've all been through that phase, if you know what I mean, where it's like, oh yeah, this is my new main. This is what I thought with Sin, by the way, on launch, and then Sin was garbage, so I didn't play him. And I'm like, man, every character when I play is garbage, and I stopped playing him, would you believe it? Top tier. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that, right? So who knows? Maybe SQ might stick to this character, might stick to Ram, or maybe go between them if she thinks it's a good play, but who knows? That's all I've got to say. I'm just curious about that factor, but it does appear to be doing good work so far.
Not gonna get able to reach it from the show, but hey, we get the high mix right after. Literally 1 HP. That's all you need to do. One good hit coming out. And 2K's gonna do that. And honestly, with mains, for me, it's just like sometimes it's not about who's the best. Sometimes it's just about who speaks to you, who speaks to your vision. I was talking about it while you were gone, but Chipp speaks to me because I can just do unga bunga stuff and have fun and run around the screen like Marvelo's doing right now. It's just like that.
You know, I was about to say a lot of people probably look at Chipp and go like, he takes a lot of brain power to play. And you know, he does, but it's essentially brain power in terms of like, are you creative? Because for some people that are super creative in offense, it's unga bunga, right? It's close to mind to pick an option, isn't it? But like to everyone else that are used to limited options, that's difficult, you know. And that's just a mindset. Everything's always just a mindset. And so far, Marvelo shown why they're the top chip, as I believe they may have just got a kill. Burst. Rescue still alive.
PRC out of the PRC. While the Salt, yeah, Marvelo's alive. They're going to be moving on to the loser semis and at least securing that top 4.
Boy, hype up your team member. Also, love this stage. Love this stage because when you see the wall break where it's just the characters standing there by themselves, and you just see the green grassy house, I genuinely get reminded of the Braes, which is a Scottish house site. So like, I see it and I get all warm and cozy. You know what I mean, man? So that's something like this. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Though, and I'm going to be able to put MjKurase in a corner, but they're going to be able to get out of it. Misfiner, set up a card, get a guard push a little bit, but aiding with the PRC.
Zinga. Down for the wall, MjKurase, but the White Wild assault to approach Enzog with a clever play. Certainly going to get them in. Not a ton of damage. Do keep in mind heavy scaling and John being a healthy fella. Gonna let MJ to bring it back. Oh, what a 2K. What a backdash.
PRC, have to be careful right now in the corner. Get misfined and get killed for it.
Get misfined. Is that like the new edition where it's like every time he does it, it makes like sonar sounds? You know, like a radar? Like, ba-dun, ba-dun, and it just tracks the opponent.
the card is stuck in a part of their body and it's just playing that sound.
Missed to find it. Oh god. Good pressure here at the bottom in play. Good jump out, but what a chase from Enzog to tell you, nah, you're not going anywhere, big man. Hold the JD. Unfortunately, could get the pickup and just that the card has been set up and you gotta hold the pressure.
Especially because you're connecting again with the misfinder to be able to RRC, break the wall, tying up the health as MjKurase gotta watch out for the PRC, forcing the burst in turn. But we got the corner, it's fine. We get our misfinders up, we're gonna be able to break that defense and get our first hit.
MjKurase definitely looking pretty confident heading into this, and I would say that Enzog is the underdog going into this set. In terms of neutral, Johnny can play it just like a little better because of the nature of the character, and there's also the fact that you need to worry about the damage, right? Johnny can cash out some good damage even though Bed's healthy, and a lot of your interactions are probably coming off a White Wild assault, so the damage you're doing, it's going to be minuscule until you get to the corner. So these are things to consider when playing Bedman into this matchup.
No. Figure out what is going to be going on, and if Enzog is going to be able to figure out a way to fight MjKurase, there you go, getting anti-aired and sent to the corner to wall break.
Jeez. Backs up JP. What an approach. 2 bars a meter for MjKurase, and burst has been given up, and I've said this many times, giving up burst after a wall break is deadly. There's a good chance that Enzog could lose this, but with quite the effort they've been putting on, you want nothing but the best for them, but the corner's unlocked. Time to hold the pressure.
Trying to hit, trying to guard the push. We found our opening, yes, and gonna be able to take that round.
Oi, MjKurase. Staying on the map. Pressure. Gets the clean hit. Oh, this is big. And with the air pop-up, should be able to deal ton damage, but unfortunately doesn't get the chase.
Trying to jump in, gets the jump in. Man, over before you know it. That's exactly what Enzog wanted.
Nice, the wild assault with the 2H. Good hit, sends him through the wall, solid damage dealt. You have to work against burst, and Enzog just kind of playing it cool, but what a 6K to get in, turning it, and the momentum is just in MJ's favour.
There we go. Gonna jump in again. He's gonna be able to hit Enzog. Keep him on the wall. Gonna be able to first bait. Yeah, you're done. You're done now. Okay.
Yeah. Starting to look a bit scarier and scarier, and tenser for the Dank squad, as I guess I'm going to call them, in the Enzog lads. And this looks scary, man. This does look scary.
Absolutely. Very scary. Going to be coming out here for... Honestly, these two are scared of each other, but it's more so Enzog's got to be a little bit more scary of MjKurase, because it just feels like every single time Kurase gets what they want. They get everything.
MJ, you know, one more match to go. They're just confident. They're heading into it. They're like, yeah, I've got this. I'm good to go. I'm playing well. Sure, they've hit me a couple of times, but at the end of the day, I'm just reigning in neutral and then making a comeback off of one bad misplay. Oh, but this is a good start for Enzog, actually. This is an amazing start. They don't have burst in there in the corner. This is massive.
There we go. Going to be able to secure the hard knockdown off the wall break. Can be very good for Enzog to try to get in here. But gotta watch out for those YRCs back into defense and get hit in the air. Hey, you can do it in turn. You can do it in turn.
Enzog taking their first round. Hopefully. Maybe the first of many. Oh god.
I'd love to see the reverse sweep coming out, especially because we're already doing very good on the jump in. Nice.
Nice to patient. Try and play calm. But the far slash first of the day will send you back. Nice.
Spikes. Ooh, nice counter. You cannot open against your effect.
Oh, wow, clean connection, MJ. Getting some good damage. No card pop. Delays the card pop, looking for maybe a counter hit opportunity, but that's a good one. Sets up the card. Should be able to get a good clean hit. The Joker trick, I don't think this kills. Yeah, there we go, 1 HP.
Very close. Yeah, just gonna be chipping out there. Enzog gonna be losing that round, but it's okay. You know, they come back. They're gonna be able to already trying to set up the drill spin, the lightning. But Kurase already straight up jumping in during that wall break in just 7 seconds.
Nice. Chases the PRC, but that was a good jump out. Still has to deal with the pressure from both sides. Gets in again. But the JS is not actually leading to anything on block, but gets a clean 2k2D. Finally, a hit has been connected for Enzog, and this is going to allow them to carry momentum to the wall. And Enzog will keep the pressure afterwards, but the back throw from MJ.
Nice. Here we go, trying to jab again. Got to go for the low profile as Kurase getting stuck in the corner as Enzog is trying to put on every little bit of pressure they can. Catch the jump, first coming out. Can you jump in, try to get it again? There we go, we got the start. Can we get the finisher? Can we end this with the win?
Don't think this kills. I really don't think this kills. I think that's a 1 HP. Yeah, MjKurase. Also with the bar to work with, I don't know if Enzog can do well here. They just have to defend in the low into the card pop. This could spell their doom. Boom! Dude, Gap Assault represented Enzog taking their first match.
Holy Gap Assault, dude. Just running and saying, you know what? That card, I don't care if I die. I'm going to Wild Assault in there and I'm going to get my win. And that is exactly what they did. Better player alert indeed. That's exactly what Enzog's saying. Because they're getting a game. This is the start. This is the start of the reverse sweep.
Still tense though. Still very, very, very tense. As we're getting into MjKurase only needs one more. Something that's got to be reiterated multiple times. Only needs one more to end this run for Enzog. So if you want Enzog to win this, I gotta see that hype, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, lads. I hope you guys are into it. So here we go. MjKurase.
Gotta charge it up with the Spirit Bomb, bro. Give Enzog your energy. Charge them up so that they become better on the Bedman, because it's already cooking.
Nice. Pressure gets the follow-up.
Burst. Oh, not going to be able to hit hard away on that super on the wall. Gotta watch out for the ice. Gotta watch out for the dust. Not definitely.
Nice. Just like that, Enzog's taking an important round. You can only do. You have to take the first round of every match from here on out if you want a chance. That's it.
Play back a little bit, try to poke out from the ground. Getting swept a little bit. It's fine though. Well, that's not fine.
Jumping. Gets the overhead. Clean hit from MJ. The card is in play, but what a back throw from Enzog. Could be the starting of the comeback momentum as they get some solid damage. They have a bar, but what a full field from MJ. There's 2 bars in the bag, and I think they've just got to kill another potential set point.
Potential set point right now for MjKurase, but Enzog going to be trying to lock in. They have burst at the ready if they want to use it, but forced to block a lot of what MjKurase trying to deal out, trying to zone out a little bit. MjKurase is just going to jump in, secure a miss finer, try to get the card out, but not enough to whether to be able to act on it. Enzog trying to play a little safe, just jump in and out, hit against one. PRC not going to be able to catch them lacking. Ooh, but then this finer was.
Oh, what? 2D into the pick up as well. Corner lock and play, gets the overhead, but burst shot right back. Oh. Left, right. Nice hit. Gets in. Keep the pressure going. Again, this could be the end. The low. Oh.
Either way, though.
Sorry, you do it.
Oh yeah, I got you. Either way though, MjKurase gonna be the one. For the top 3, gonna find out who's gonna at least secure second tonight. Who's gonna at least secure third.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, started. So, if you're a fan of supporting the underdog, Scissors is that underdog right now. Just letting you know. Oi, big pro. Good backdash into the flick, sets up the Potemkin Buster. Again, no Garuda needed, man. No Garuda needed. This is what makes Escafto so scary. Do you fuzzy jump or do you not? They do delay close slash a ton, they do pop buster a ton. It's not easy to call what to do on wake up.
Especially when you got Escafto right in front of you, continuing to do pot busters and follow-ups after that too, trying to get out of range with the flick. Fujin more like Nojin, but hey, they're able to get a low profile hit. Gonna be able to secure that wall break. Okay, Scissors, are we gonna follow up?
Hammer fall into the Garuda. So slash it at 2D, keeps the pressure going from there. The pop buster, but you know how it is. You've got the bar, you've got the kill. Escafto up 1-0. And so far, what I'm seeing here is Escafto is just playing a tighter game plan. Generally getting into offense a lot quicker than any set I've seen them play. So it's making you think maybe Scissors should try to play a bit more calm or neutral, where Anji can kind of do a little better in the matchup. Things like Fujin low from full screen is a solid pick, and then try to use spin on Hammerfall is also a pretty decent pick. But right now, Escafto is just always in the end range, and Scissors needs to consider that.
Duel 1.
Definitely got to figure out a way to keep ourselves calm against a lot of hot busters. But already, the reflect can be very good at distance, but that distance isn't kept for long. Escafto still plenty of place, trying to secure the real impacts to lead to the pot buster. PRC gets the flick. No, it's not. You still got 1 HP.
My bad. With the heat knuckle, I believe it might have been death. Or another character may have been death, but it ain't gonna matter. Escafto taking the round with a perfect. And you're seeing it. From round start, they're able to get into that pressure scenario. Oh my god, and another, that's it. They're already in pressure scenario. That's what makes their Potemkin so scary. It happens way too quickly. You're already in a guess for game.
And make the first after DLC and get another pop buster. Good lord, Escafto.
You know, it's insane. I'm watching Escafto play, and I'm thinking this is my style of current Potemkin. Calling it there. Axe Mafia? Come on, man. I know I don't kill I don't call kills, right? But you know what? For the past 3 weeks, I have been correct, and I've started to drop one. Okay, I'm kicking the habit.
The pot mirror. Scissors has had enough of getting pot busted. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna bust you. I'm gonna pot bust you. Let's see how you like it. See how you like it, tough guy.
I believe Scissors actually does have a slight Potemkin. Like, nothing mental, but like, I mean, they're already doing it mega fit. Oh, that was actually such an amazing 6-inch. Should have got the best OP ever. Not gonna lie. As someone who knows everything, every molecule of detail about Potemkin, you already know I know this all works, man. You already know. This is a good JD into the down with the hammer fall, gets the close slash into the pickup, goes for the gigantic Kai routing, watches some nice Oki, and Scissors does not give up the burst on that 2S, and that has costed them the round. Scissors wanted to put on a show for sure. Sunset point.
The immediate pot buster. Okay.
That's now in the Potemkin mirror we call that the shake my hand, where if both players do it at round start, you both whiff. So you know that's something Scissors has to consider if they take this round. And with that pot buster, they could potentially, but they've got to.
Could potentially break the game.
So Scissors, after the Potemkin buster, has said, "Nuh-uh, that's me. Send me to losers." I believe, if I had to guess. And you know what? Go out in your own way. Don't lose your way, as that one song goes from that anime I've never seen. Neutral and the way they play offense is genuinely amazing. I think that's it. I relate with their Potemkin watching it. I think they do defense better for me, but I'm actually seeing a very similar Potemkin to how we both played.
Okay, this time it's immediately potion.
I will self. You know, wait, hold up. I will self glaze because I got a bunch of top H during season 3 Potemkin. Okay. Alright, you bring us in now. You got this, my man.
The self glazes. You know what? Sometimes you gotta respect it. You gotta show off the accolades. You know, you gotta show off your credibility in your scene. You know, while you're talking. You know, self glazing.
Exactly. But yeah, then the MjKurase Marvelo. Battle of the M's, I suppose. Winner gets to take the other player's first letter. I've declared it. And so far, Marvelo are off to a pretty solid start and had everything set up, but not denial from MjKurase. Gonna be taking the first round. I'm pretty solid.
But immediately just running in, 6 feet into the Rochelle, and really trying to poke it at 5H, but Kurase is not falling for that. He's just out of range. Trying to go into the shuriken. I get surprised every time it comes out, but the cross up coming out from the JS, get the tango combo, get a little bit more with that JS, okay.
You know, that truly makes a good player when they can cycle through all their tools, even a tool like shuriken, right? You've got to look at that and go like, damn, he's good. Oh.
Like, I play Chipp so much, and I keep forgetting shurikens and moves. Like, I will forget its existence for years.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. That was me with forward Mega Fist during like season 2. Not gonna lie. I'm like, I should use this with Meter, but every time I had it, that's never. But this should be a kill. Marvelo bringing it back. Just like that. This is looking like quite the fun set between these two. I can imagine going down for game 5, and it's just gonna be some nice neutral. And you being the Chipp fan, you know, you've got the knowledge, right? You've got the insight. What is Marvelo looking for when he's playing neutral? What is on his mind?
That's the thing. You gotta play very cautious with Chipp on neutral, especially against something like Johnny. The second that guy whiffs, get him. Get him. 16, 5H, far slash. Once they whiff, they gotta know that they're dead. And that's exactly what you gotta do. You see that 5H there, you do the combo on the tightrope right after the RRC. We drop in and we talk about accidents, but you know, it's happy accidents because we're able to come back. We're fine.
We got the Sunzen Rogan for the kill. Marvelo up 1-0 in the set. And, you know, it's very fun to see the insight of, like the player mindset, right? Because that's interesting about some commentators is that they're able to come in and maybe understand the player mindset because they know the community or something like that. Kind of like how I know how Giovanna wants to play because I talk to Scatter, right? But it's great to see that when a commentator has a character specialist thing like you with Chipp or like C4 with Leo Whitefang. It's great to see that because you just see them talking about the best aspects of the character and what's the mindset when playing. Because that's something you don't get as an outsider. It's like, what is in your head when playing the character?
I think it just makes you a better commentator too. You know,
this is true.
The game and specializing in the character.
You've got to be personal about it. You know what I mean? You got to be personal.
Oh, holy birthday! Oh my god, put it in the bag because we're gonna be doing a super. I was just talking about that. Kurase just keep going to work.
This actually looked pretty good for them. They only need one more interaction, but Chipp, that was a tough fella to catch. But what a YRC bait! Played patient, looked for the opportunity, gets the punish for the kill.
Very good coming out there from Kurase. How's Marvelo gonna try to do it? Gonna be able to start with the 5K2D, but gets caught trying to mix with the tightrope. Now has to wait for another whiff. A whiff not happening anytime soon. Ooh, trying to outmaneuver off the jump, but again, he's getting called out for it.
Right, and the guard pop set up. No, DP telling you to back up, my man. We're playing the neutral, and that should do it. MjKurase taking his first game. Kind of reminded Marvelo, like, yeah, no, I'm here to fight, right? You know, we're gonna have a game 5 scenario, right? These two players genuinely in each other's caliber right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly.
And I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, you go.
No, I was about to say Fluff. You can go.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I'm kind of curious to what Scissors would rather fight here, you know? Like, would they rather fight the Chipp, which they did beat earlier, or would they rather fight the Johnny? To which Johnny's complain about Anji's, right? You see any, like, Johnny Twitter feed, they will talk about how much they hate that demon of a character, to which I'm like, skillish. So, would be interesting to hear some insight there.
Probably gonna be hoping for the Chipp to come through. Just because, personally, I hate Anji too. I hate the fish, I hate the counter. But honestly, I'm just a hater. I'm just a hater in general. If you play anybody, I hate you. But that's just me. Oh!
Boy. No, it's funny, during Season 2, I was an Anji hater for the different reason. Good kill from MJ, by the way. I was an Anji hater for the different reason, which was I hated when anybody upplayed him. So I was like, this is a bottom 3 character, guys. Do not talk about him being even in mid tier. That is just disrespectful. that was my mentality. I was a hater because I was down in the upplayers. That's actually quite nice. Marvelo off to some solid damage. Should be able to run the Oki from there.
Force RC right after the high mix. Gonna be able to secure the tight rope and send them flying. Get that super. We're gonna be going for the comeback base.
Oh, slashing and dashing them. Marvelo on it, and we're both in the final round of the third match, about to dictate who's going to be taking the lead in the set. MjKurase already in a bit of a brutal scenario as they have to hold the Chipp offense, and Marvelo went for a very peculiar option, but it worked out for them.
It still worked out well. Gotta watch out though, because the misfire is going to be starting to come out. We could pilot them a little bit more towards the corner, but hey, we pop off our YRC. It was successful. We get met in the air, force the burst. It's fine. We got our tightrope. We're mixing up. There it is. 2K2D. What are we doing? We're doing the JS, but we get hit.
Mito Finer gets the chase out, backs up, plays cool, sends up the miss cancel. They have the bar there, so Marvelo respected it, and just like that, they're going for the left side pick up with the rope. I don't think this is enough unless Sanzin Rogan. Yeah. It is unscaled, right? It's like 50% minimum. Oh, yes. You're absolutely right. Marvelo taking the lead 2-1. MjKurase gonna have to ponder a wee bit. What can I do to stand back and strike back, do a bit better? I'm also seeing Nuke pot. I agree. As a pot main, nuke that guy, make a bottom tier again so I can taunt buster.
I agree, Nuke pot.
Not because you want to do taunt buster, I just don't like him, is what NM is saying.
I'm
me
just a
upset.
hater.
Duel 1.
That's what I said before. I am just a hater. If it's a matchup I hate, I will just hate it.
That's fair enough. You know, I mean, each to their own. Oh, Biggie into the pro. Card pop set up. Traces in with the 2K. And that's another big yeet into the card pro. Overhead, but Marvelo denies it with the DP. Something MJ's got to consider on offense.
Okay, back dash. Gotta find your low profile, but again, getting hit. And yeah, that super. Oh, wait, 1 HP! Oh, man.
Jesus Christ, that was a meaty misfinder for the kill. I didn't think that was going to reach. But it's nice to know that Johnny's have that piece of tech, a nice little OTG from the super, and oh my Jesus Christ, that is Chipp for you. With a little bit of risk and a close slash, that health bar will disappear and turn to dust, and now Marvelo's essentially one clean interaction away from death.
Yeah, that's the thing. Chipp is such a crazy character, can do so much, but there's a cost to all of that, and that cost is his health. If you don't keep a watch of that, you're going to be going down, but hey, Gamma Blade right after, not going to be falling for that super. You're doing a super of their own, of course, hard knockdown, still got the positive tension coming out. I try to Gamma Blade again, or set up. Oh, actually, Alpha Blade into PRC, whoa!
Oh, that was a good play, but looking out for burst kind of costing them there. I don't think MJ's going to be giving it away in this round, if I'm honest. And Marvelo still try to clock onto that. Good JD for the kill. And unfortunately, MjKurase does still have burst in this round. This is an important round, by the way, as this is set point. So Marvelo's gonna have to work hard if they want to close this out, as MJ's already taking advantage.
Able to secure a super after that too. Good lord, Marvelo already in the yellow here, as they're still dealing with so many misfinders. Being able to connect. Game 5.
Aye. It may take Chipp a little while to win the round. It'll take the Johnny 16 seconds. Jesus
That's the
Christ.
thing with Chipp. You gotta do crazy combos multiple times if you want to get your wins. Meanwhile, most other players in this game could just go into a Chipp matchup and be like, done.
/2H is all I'm gonna say.
That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do with Chipp. That's what I do all the time. /2H. /2H.
Oh.
Nice 16. Got the first, 6 in the corner. Oh, we might have mixed after that for the show. Wrong.
Wait.
Nice catch!
Oh Jesus. Pressure has been put on. Daggering, looking for the opportunity.
Stuck in the corner, kind of watching out while the Saul. Oh, they're trying to jump up too. Thought they did a block. RC! As they stay able to get the J8. We're starting a combo. Come on, finish this off. Finish the deals. There we go! This is not going to kill. It's at least good that we're getting some damage on.
Oh God, what a knockdown as well. Marvelo for the kill. Not Marvelo, MJ. Dude, it's the M's to mess me up. MjKurase now on set point. Could knock out Marvelo, but Marvelo would start on that.
Really good start, especially the Gamma Blade in the corner, but still MjKurase able to make their way out. Already tying the health against Marvelo. PRC going to PRC after their throw too. Already starting a sick combo. Trying to poke with the close slash. Can we get a 2D? Can we get the wrist show? Oh, not connecting to the high. Okay.
Like the patience to watch Zukii to the again into the super. Dun get the whole crew involved, send you through the wall. And now Marvelo with a difficult decision of what to do. Go straight for the meaty jump in. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't expecting that. I was thinking Marvelo was going to do some left-right nonsense, maybe right side low to try and mess with MjKurase's wake up super, but then give a damn, and now we're on the double Luigi.
I am absolutely locked in right now, chat. This is an insane match that we've had so far, and it's again, last game, last round. Just cannot get caught by these misfighters, and as I say that, we are stuck in the corner to a save, but hey, we get the YRC, we're still cooking while the salt coming in. Get the Gamma Blade, get the far slash, we get a little bit more. Uh-oh.
on. Oh, Jesus. Pressure's on, the health is low, that's a clean volley. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. MjKurase knocking out the
Ooh, Slayer, okay, okay. I can get behind it. Already just teleport dashing everywhere, but still getting caught.
Imagine if that had the level. Imagine the hell that we would be in. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, MjKurase already off with a great start. Scissors kind of messing about a wee bit. I'm wondering what's going through their head to go like, yeah, I'm going to play Slayer into this. Like, what's going on? What is the thought process? Like, not throwing a little Anji at me first. Oi. Chump!
Oh, trying to punch in. Oh, it's just taken down. YRC successful. Oh,
you gotta check the Andy stuff. You gotta check it. And MjKurase is certainly doing that clean punish with the 2P, and just like that, MJ's in. But no, stuck in the corner. Has to defend now.
There we go. Orange. We're gonna try to do the 2H. Back up a little bit. Keep backing up, but the throw unsuccessful. Misfiring. Got him blocking, but it's just guard crushing. Now trying to 2H. Power bunker, teleport dash, 2H. Power work again. Okay, the list is getting long.
Mixies, have you inspired this Slayer gameplay? Or was it clones? Was it you? Or was it Kaito Dandy, my Scottish brethren? Who knows? Either way, Scissors is looking pretty clean on the Dandy man, but they have to try and fight their way out, do it with the map punch, cross up and hold the Master's hammer into the pile bunker kill. Beautiful work from Scissors taking the first round.
Beautiful stuff. Now gonna be tied up in the rounds, and already Kurase gonna be winning the neutral game. Already setting up a card, get the guard crush, get the throw, get the corner, another card, get another guard crush, card guard. It sounds so simple.
It does. It does. The card guard crush. You know what I'm saying?
I like our card.
Boy. And just like that, I believe this is a death scenario unless Scissors is able to defend. But JK into JK, fuzzy overhead, block it, and you weren't gonna. It's no easy, man. It's no easy, and just like that, MjKurase up 1-0, and Scissors. You can't go to Anji. Like, what's happening, then? What's happening?
Oh no, had to pull out the Slayer, but quite quickly, Kurase was just mopping the floor with them. So I don't know if they're gonna stick with the Slayer or yeah, no, we're back to Anji. We're back to Anji. We're so back. Speaking of, we're so back. We're actually also so back in the codes because you all claimed them.
Have we? Have we claimed every code?
Yes, we have.
Congratulations, lads. Congratulations. You are now better than the Tekken community. Oh, Christ. From every tournament I've commentated for Tekken, they're a little lazy to code claiming, and I'm very happy that we were able to do that. Congratulations, lads. Congratulations. But we're heading back into MjKurase. Hopefully, they can take it here as they only need one more interaction with the pro. They've certainly done it. And we're seeing that Scissors Anji is not able to perform just yet. So you have to go for them.
Already a second perfect in a row from Kurase, especially as they're just waiting for Scissors to make a move, trying to poke in with a kick, trying to do something, but already getting a poke and then getting a misfire. What you gonna do?
Ooh, nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. Hey.
RC again. Gets a poke. Got the wall, got the guard crush. Okay, that's a little bit of a comfort.
Why we just came across this thing?
No idea. I just sometimes I notice what I'm saying. It's like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Okay, by MjKurase. One more to go. One more to go. Could knock out Scissors. And then they get the run back with S-Gift, though. At the end of the day, both these players are fighting to fight a Potemkin. Something to consider.
That is a beautiful grand prize. To fight a pot. Oh, and the Slayer's back.
The pot is mine. Ooh, okay. The Slayer. It was performing better, to be fair. That's the thing. The Slayer was absolutely performing well. So you're probably coming into this mentality of like, yeah, throw the Slayer, because this will probably do God's work. This will do everything that you need. So who knows, maybe this is the play, or maybe not. We can only wait and see, really. Oi.
Nice jump in. Try to secure a card. Oh, juggling. We're juggling right now. Scissors. Gotta figure out an answer to Card Crush. RRC. Already secured in the wall. Slash. Almost a perfect. And we're on set point.
Beautiful. Aye, kind of damage cashed out. Oh, what a far slash, but unfortunately dropped.
Oh, shout out to Guilty Gear Reloaded with the 10 euro raid.
Hey! I know those lads. I followed them on Twitter. Hope you guys had a great time. But this is not looking great for Scissors, as I believe they're about to lose, but MjKurase on it. Oh no, Scissors unfortunately losing today's bracket. And losers finals, making top 3, and MjKurase gonna be heading to guaranteed second place, where they're gonna be facing the man, the myth, the legend. Or is MjKurase gonna be the one to knock them off their throne and steal it back, from what I've heard?
We're just gonna have to again wait to see what happens, because already Bro coming out. We're saying that Escape trying to do the impact, trying to subway slam him, but it doesn't even matter.
Ooh, okay. Good block. Into the pressure. The chase on the backdash. Aye, this is why Johnny's so scared in the matchup. And Zenga's really good at calling out the Potemkin defensive tools, besides like hammer fall if there's a gap. So that's something you've got to consider as well. It's like, is Zenga gonna be friend here? Oh, what a far slash. MjKurase should be able to get the kill with the Joker trick. The King of Hearts. As we know, Potemkin, the pearly heart man himself, it makes a lot of sense. MjKurase up 1 in terms of the first match.
Very well, already flicking. Try to get your head in the game. Try to flick again. Are we going to be able to follow up on Kurase? No, Kurase is just going to get 1-0. It's going to be successful for putting you in disadvantage. If the card gets the misfinder, it gets all 9 stops. And we're breaking the wall.
This is brutal. Oh yeah, the whip 6p, gonna get absolutely whip punished. Already a pretty solid deal that you can whip punish in neutral. With that RC, it just gets way easier. You see it now, MjKurase only really needing one more interaction. Jumps in, keeps the pressure going for here. Skepto has to work out. Back into the match.
Gotta watch out for the shooters too, as Skepto could be hit by Kurase and come back with that. Already getting their first game on the board for the reset.
Yeah, this is not looking good for the Pop Bros, is the way to put it. And now we're going to be heading back into it. Skepto, they do have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of room to mess about with. You know, it is the run back. You are on the throne, but do not allow MjKurase to get too much knowledge on you, as they will be the one gapping and moving on and winning this tournament. So they gotta lock in, man. They gotta lock in. Oh, what a flick.
Now backdash. Skepto getting hit hard by that misfinder, but flicks and return, just gonna be running in there. Try to flick again. Where's our PHAPPER? What we doing?
Good block. Oh, what a close slash, and that's going to allow for the Gigantor combo. You can now burst, but MJ, quite the health deficit, isn't going to choose to big 2D on the knockdown. You do that if you want to call out some type of jump out play, and that's what Skepto did. But now MjKurase has to think about that, and the next time they're defending, and they're bringing it back. Good YRC, react to the Garuda.
Trying to keep Skepto in the corner. Try to follow up with the card. There we go. Going to be able to find it off the TK. Another misfinder coming in too, but gotta watch out for those throws. Gotta remember, you know, Skepto, they still have a regular throw that they can pull out.
2 frames, baby. 2 frames. Good delay close slash to 2D definitely does give a good hit, and with the Wild Assault, unblock you get pressure, and on a standing hit for a knockdown you get a OTG into a Garuda Cell, so it's really good. But on a backdash instance, you're not going to get anything. MjKurase punishing Skeptic for that play. Oh, wow, 5H.
Nice. Gotta come in with the J's.
Oh!
Again, forced to try to kind of put through the defense of Kurase, and then turn Kurase just push out with the super. Back in advantage, you're not grabbing me there as we're taking this round.
Pretty good round for MJ. Looking like they could take the lead. Oh, Potemkin Buster. A greedy round start, but it'll be every round start that Johnny can represent besides 5. So, something to consider if you're MJ. Interesting thing enough. Oh, God, the Pop Buster. This could be death. Oh, I.
I'll go yellow.
So, interesting thing. Kara Pop Buster is a 6-framed armor round start option, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it comes out 6 frames on the armor, so it'll beat everything that is 6 frames and above in terms of a round start. So a lot of the best far slashes in the game for round start, like Bacon far slash, Johnny far slash, Potemkin beats that. But the interesting thing, the armor comes out in 6 frames because the Kara gives you an additional 1 frame, right? Normally it comes out in 5, it's going to come out in 6 now. So a 5P will actually beat Potemkin on round start if your 5P has some decent reach. Like nothing mental, we're talking like maybe a Nago 5P, right? You do that, you can beat a Kara Pop Buster round start, but you're whiffing into nothing if he does a Kara Pop Buster round start. It's something to consider, as that would be a very safe round start opening. Oh.
Nice launcher coming out there, pretty safe. Try to keep it going, but again, just get trying to keep the defense on point. They gotta be blocking low too. You gotta remember that. If you don't, Kurase just get a low piece. Already be able to take that round.
Very nice indeed. MjKurase containing the momentum. Good 5 Mega Fist on the round start. Ooh, but there needs to find a Mega Fist to get in. Good Oki chases with the close slash. Good backdash on the blue Wild Assault. 5H. 6K, unfortunately going to whiff because of the deflect. Clever play from MJ is allowing them to steal back the momentum. Card Pop gets the low and they're chasing. MJ on the offense went into the overhead. RC could go for fuzzy offense but doesn't get anything. The Heavenly to escape. But the Airthrow sends you back.
Figure out a way out of this corner. There we go. Able to jab your way out. Try to keep going. DRC after to make sure the Spot Buster is secured. Dash up on Kurase. Try to keep him in the corner. DRC gets counter on DRC. Okay, listen in. There we go. Wild Assault. One more good hit. That's all we need.
Boy, good deflect. Oh, they went for the fleck, which does actually beat Vault Deal, but not on the frame that they caught them on. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. Yeah, very interesting. Vault Deal. If the deal part is the Johnny physical hit, aka his hand is involved, you can't flick that. But if it's the card part, you can flick that. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Clever play by MJ, a little step ahead there, as they only need 1 more match, knock out Skeptic from today's bracket. By the way, because we're somewhere in Scotland, guess what? I'm seeing the sun right now. I'm seeing the sun. It looks great. It's amazing. Up early in the morning.
What time is it for you over there right now?
20 past 4, so 4:20.
Oh wow, so you are up early doing this.
Yeah, we'll say I'm up early. We'll say I'm up early.
Yeah, you stayed up late probably.
We'll say that. We'll say that. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this, so I absolutely love staying up. But like, it's what it is, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's our winning scenario. There's not much MJ can do here. Yeah. The wall taketh.
The wall taketh. He's trying to YRC up without really they do. I imagine Kurase feel a little bit rotten about it. They're already trying to go in, but they went a little too far. Esquifto gonna be able to send them into the corner. Gotta watch out for the RC though. He's gonna be able to get some nice counters off of that. Nice counters.
Okay. Ooh, what an air throw. Oh, the pop buster. Gonna whiff and just let MJ spring it back, but the goal burst. Gigantic Kai, and MJ doesn't have an answer due to having no meter, including burst, so they've got to kind of hold this wall, and Esquifto is so aware that they have to do that, but they messed up their Karagaruda. That's going to cost them. That is going to cost them, that Karagaruda. That one miss input can cost you playing Potemkin.
There we go.
That's it.
To rush in. That's it.
2-2. To find out who will be the one to take it. Will it be a reset opportunity for MjKurase, or is Esquifto going to be the monster to take it?
That's definitely going to be the question indeed. Just like their match before, they are going back and forth with each other, but it's just a matter of who's going to be able to lock in there. That's the true question. It's all down to this. Oh, potential.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Let's see. Oh god. Send you back. Corners in place. First off the table, definitely a clever play from Esquifto. You want to do it after the wall. I've explained why, but I'll do a quick synopsis. You have the burst, they have positive bonus, they get back in, it's not worth it. Oh, the Joker trick. The big cash out. MjKurase can win this round here with the Insenga. Certainly does it. Punishing Esquifto. They saw the full tech and afterwards thought they were going to do it again. They were absolutely right.
Down. Kurase once again looking right over Esquifto's trap. Going to be able to send them flying once again. Esquifto already getting hit, going straight to another wall. Good lord! Gotta find a way out of this corner. Trying to gold burst it. Can we make our way back in?
Hoi! Good one punish. MJ's in. Keep the pressure, 2 bars a meter, and Esquifto side, but I don't think they're going to get used to it as MJ's on the offense, goes for the edge of the overhead, well defended. Again, don't get out by any of the options, but what a throw on the hammer fall. This could be GG's, yeah, beats the YRC. And would you believe it? We're getting a reset point. And Paragon 41, Jesus Christ. Oh, we got a massive raid. Purist Club, thank you for the raid of 70. Tell us what you guys were up to as we're into the grand final reset between Esquifto and MjKurase. Potemkin and Johnny.
The pot versus the Johnny. Going back and forth a little bit. Oh, okay. They were doing a Grand Blue bracket and they just wrapped up their bracket. So now they're here watching some good here.
Oh, nice raid.
Oh, I did rhyme! You see, that's why I said before, you know, sometimes I just say things and then I notice that little things. Oh, that's cool. That rhyme was not intentional at all.
Not intentional. Oh, you certainly take it. You certainly do. Oh, big pressure. Sets up the card. The low pop with the misfiner, well defended. Esquifto fights their way out with the hammer fall. And now they get some guaranteed pressure, and I'm surprised MjKurase's not clocked onto that yet. That is 3 times they've hit Popbuster whiff into Popbuster, and it's cost them. It has cost them absolutely everything.
Popbuster.
Like, good pressure. Goes through the 2S, gets them in the misfiner, and just like that, MjKurase certainly on it. Has the overhead, gets it, connects it with the super. Time for the super cheese and chat as MjKurase is taking a very important lead situation here.
Got the card right behind, trying to get more guard pushes. Gotta find an opening with at least one of these misfiners. Trying to mix it up a little bit. RRC once again. The YRC are going to come in clutch for Esquifto, getting them out of that corner, but still gotta make some distance. No, not able to. We're dead.
Right, bro. Right, bro. First match of the reset going down to that final round point, and what a 5p anti-air to deny the airspace. And Escapto with another beautiful 5p anti-air to deny the airspace. A little bit of deja vu. We've been here before. Escapto sends you through the wall. And you can get Kai after this wall break for some guaranteed neutral. Not going to though. What? What? I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what they were doing there. I don't know what the intentions were, but Escapto certainly represented it, and it did work out for them. I'm stunned. I don't know what the play was there.
Not know either. I mean, either way, Escapto got the win there. That's all that matters.
What if it was... Okay. I think I've sussed it out. It would be him going for a YRC play. That would be it. Because like you YRC after PRC, that may have been it. I don't know. That's my only assumption. That's the only thing I can think of. Also, for everyone here that just showed up, Maturino, we've claimed the codes, but if you feel a little generous... Oh, Jesus. If you're feeling a little generous for these two players, certainly could do so. Make the pot a little bit more enticing for our finalists.
Again, always helps being able to afford a meal for someone like that. But either way, already another throw coming out from MjKurase, leaving Escapto in that corner. But again, gotta remember the normal throws. Using the burst when we have such little health. Let's see if this is going to be able to go touch for the more out. Gets the throw. Needs a little more though.
Ooh, what attack. The health is low, the slide hit for the kill. MjKurase thought they could represent the misfinder for a counter hit opportunity. Escapto with the slide hit takes that round. Very well put, but that's actually quite nice for MjKurase. It's time for the card. Loops, goes low. Well defended.
Now, MjKurase not going to be able to have those defenders there, but it looks like it doesn't even matter because they're still in the driver's seat against Escapto. Going to be able to get through that defense once again, break the wall again, and going to be able to take that round.
Very nice from MjKurase. Sends him through the wall. And Escapto does have the bar. Okay, I like representing it. Is it greedy? Absolutely. But you gotta be telling them, don't pick your fastest round start. I will call you out for that.
Well, there we go. PRC. Secure the throw right now against that Mito. Got the card. Try to set up more. There we go. Misfire. Another misfire. Gets another super. Okay.
And they got a whole knockdown. Oh, went to the throw. MjKurase not gonna be able to kill until they get that one more interaction. Escapto, doesn't matter how much you defend when a Johnny has 2 bars a meter, you're holding like 3 unreactable high-lows. And that's just the nature of it. MjKurase taking the game, tying us 1-1.
A 1-1 already, at least securing a game for this grand finals reset. Every round that could have happened has already happened with these dual frees. So I imagine this momentum is once again gonna keep going until the last possible round.
I'm kind of curious to what Anji would say about Escapto. I know they've said before that they quite like how consistent they are. I believe with their combos, like their combos are consistent. But I don't know. I'd have to ask. Oi, done. Into the super, sends you through the wall. MjKurase taking a massive lead here as they're staggering, gets a low misfinder. The pressure is on, gets the vault deal. Oh, but the back throw on the gap.
Once again, going to continue to block and block. There we go. Gets a solid hit against Escapto. Just a little more, trying to throw, not able to secure it. YRC going to hit, but not able to follow up. Gets a follow up with a poke though. That's nice.
And he just slumps over like a heavy weight. Kara's slide hit. Now that is a peculiar round start. It worked out dividends though as he gave the Potemkin buster. But yeah, that would beat like just a normal into nothing, you know, or it would beat like a retreating play. But I can't think of anything else it would beat. So I'm like, damn, peculiar, very peculiar.
Still having to block a lot of what Kurase is putting onto the table. Skifto gotta find an answer. Has to burst in order to make your way out. The root of impact. Can we get something off of that? No, we can't. Fine though. YRC.
Boy, that's a low card pop just like that. The combo's on. Another overhead to send through. Not enough to kill, but MjKurase certainly in a leading position. Oh! The reverse slide hit. It has a vacuum effect, by the way. Oh, that's death. You burst it! Potemkin doesn't have burst, so it's a clever burst, but at the end of the day, Misfire and Reflect, one of the same. Long reach until that covers too much screen. And that's MjKurase. We're tied up, man. Skifto tying us up. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the words that are trying to come out my mouth.
You're good, bro. You're good. Tying up yet again. But Kurase already getting the jump in, and the theme for Kurase today is once they get a good game, that's it.
Oh, never mind. Potemkin buster. That's something you've got to consider. That Potemkin fella can turn the shifts of momentum, the sands of time, in a matter of an instant. And just like that, one more to go for Skifto, denying the comeback hero run for MjKurase.
That's all they need right now in order to secure ParagOnline 41 for Guilty Gear Strive champion. One more game. That's all Skifto needs. They just have to lock in against this demon of a Johnny.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe potentially MjKurase can bring it back. We'll have to wait and see. Burst off the table. MjKurase a bit of a deficit right now as they have no burst available. And that Potemkin fella is going to get a bar. And has the burst, going to use it for the wall break, but Zukii might. Oh, went for the heat tackle. What a play! Oh, the Potemkin buster. Again, that's the fourth time Potemkin Buster PRC, the Potemkin Busters won them a potential round. That's insanity.
Absolutely, and now Kurase gotta find an answer. Oh, BRC not saving you by now. Oh, the other one did though.
Oh, 6 speed brings you down. Ah, yeah, that's a brutal scenario. After that 6 speed to Heat Knuckle, it's guess 50-50. You block the close slash, guess what? You're not done yet. It's still 50-50. You know, it's a brutal place to be. Oh, the yeet.
Now this is the tournament. Going if Skifto's able to last and get this round, they're gonna win ParagOnline. Gonna be able to get a nice start. Again, we're not watching for when our opponent has tension because when this Johnny does, they cash out. Johnny cash it out.
That's actually quite nice.
That one was a
yeet. Double overhead. I quite like that play. It's a very safe, stagger-like play to do on offense. The opponent's never ready for it. And after 6P, that's a nasty back throw. You're stuck in the corner. And doesn't threaten the double to do Potemkin Buster. Not enough to kill with the Heat Knuckle. Resets it. Beats the burst. And would you believe it? Skifto is your two-time ParagOnline champion.
ParagOnline champion Skifto put in the work and came